following is a special sports presentation from 92.1 FM, The Team Sports Radio. Your local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB, on the web at ktbb.com. It's Tyler Junior College Apache football.
And that's an Apache touchdown on 3rd and goal at the 13-yard line, and TJC now has a 2-score lead.
Apache football is brought to you by Tyler Junior College, the College of East Texas, by Citizens First Bank, by the North Tyler Veterinary Clinic.
Quick strike on the back shoulder, pitch and catch, Jamal Bell. And how about those Apaches taking a lead with 7:51 to go?
By Mercado's Mexican Restaurant, celebrating 30 years in East Texas. By Roberts & Roberts, East Texas personal injury lawyers, nationally recognized and locally trusted. By Guild Mortgage in Longview and Tyler.
And the Apaches get the pick at the 20. And that's a first down, and the Apaches take over, and maybe they finally win this football game.
By Davis Green Paint and Body, by Jim's Jewelers, by Majors Pharmacy, by American Gold and Diamond Exchange and the new Rare Coin and Bullion Investment Center, and by Tyler Ford. It's Apache football time in East Texas.
And he's gone. Touchdown, Apaches.
From the Kid Jones broadcast booth, Kid Jones Convenience Stores, fuel your day with KJ. Here are Bill Coates and Kevin Simon.
Lights on here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. It's homecoming tonight as the Tyler Junior College Apaches take on the Broncos from New Mexico Military Institute, who have made the 9-hour bus ride from Roswell, New Mexico. Good evening, everybody. It's a little overcast, temperature in the mid-70s. The final weekend of the East Texas State Fair, that coupled with the homecoming festivities here at Tyler Junior College, has made this what we think will be a fun night of football. It'll be a whole lot more fun for Danny Palmer and the Apaches if they can win this game tonight and make it 4 in a row. As play begins tonight in the Southwest Junior College Football Conference, Blinn, TJC, and Trinity Valley all began the day tied with 2-1 league records. The Apaches are 3-2 overall. NEO, Cisco are 1-1. Navarro was 2-2, as was Kilgore coming in, and New Mexico Military 2-2 overall, 0-2 in the league, coming off a bye week this past week. But again, they beat the Apaches here in this stadium last year, and that hurt TJC as they lost their last 4 games. So there's a little bit of revenge on the minds of some of these TJC Apaches tonight. And, Kevin, the Apaches have been on quite a roll lately.
Yeah, and coming off a non-conference, really glorified scrimmage last week against A&T and back into conference play, I think the Apaches are playing with a lot of confidence. Hopefully that carries into the night.
This has been an unusual year in some ways, much like last year. Last year, the Apaches got off to a hot start. It didn't end well. This year, they started off 0-2, and then the Trinity Valley game comes along, and they won that. Then the Vera game comes along. They win that. And as you said last week, was kind of a scrimmage non-conference game, if you will, against Texas A&T. But, you've seen just about every snap of this season. What are they doing better now?
It starts with the quarterback play. I thought after the first 2 games they had to have better quarterback play. And they've gotten that since, as you mentioned, the Trinity Valley game. So, and they've got 3 games that can handle the ball at that position. The quarterbacks have been more accurate. Defense is playing better. They're forcing a lot of turnovers. I think second in the nation in interceptions. So that's, you can play that kind of defense, ball-hawking defense, you'll win some games. And, again, you got to have good quarterback play. And the Apaches have been getting that lately.
Mimi is a military-style school. They also have a high school on the campus in Roswell, New Mexico. They only joined the league about 3 years ago. The Apaches won in Roswell 2 years ago, lost here last year. They come in tonight with a 2-2 record. They won at Arizona Western 32-30 on the opening day of the season, lost to Trinity Valley 39-7, lost at Kilgore 21-19, and then beat Air Force Prep 2 weeks ago 42-35. They always have some players, though.
Yeah, and again, this won't be an easy matchup. It was an upset victory last year when they beat TJC here on this field. That was the 3rd loss of a string of 4 straight loss for the Apaches. So the Apaches cannot take this game lightly. These guys came a long way to play a football game, and they'll be ready.
Okay, the Apaches and New Mexico Military to get it on tonight. Again, this is Game 6 of the 2018 season for the Apaches. Next week they have off, and then they begin the final 3 weeks, a grind toward the end, and hopefully a playoff spot. Winning here tonight would be a huge step for the Apaches toward earning one of those playoff spots, but they've got work to do tonight against the Broncos from New Mexico Military in Roswell. Coming up on the pregame show, we'll visit with Apache offensive lineman Dimitri Jordan, cornerback Jermaine Brealey, and, of course, head coach Danny Palmer on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
At Tyler Ford, we know the best time for you to buy a car or truck is when you're ready. That's why we never have gimmicky sales or mail you a scratch-off that tells you you want either a car, a TV, or a coffee maker. We discount our vehicles every day of the month, so we're always ready when you're ready. Our job is to get you every discount we can so you can save as much as possible. And with the largest inventory in East Texas, we have the right model with the right equipment that's right for you. And if for some reason we don't have it, we'll get it for you. But what if there's some aftermarket equipment you're wanting? Let us customize your truck with our full line of lift kits, custom wheels, and tires and accessories. Our advantage over the aftermarket is our customized trucks are covered under your new factory warranty. And the cost, it can be included in the financing. So if the time is right for you, the right place for you is Tyler Ford. I'm David Irwin. We're Tyler Ford, and we are the real deal.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank, where we want to be a part of your winning team. We appreciate the value of loyal fans who always support their team. And at Citizens First, you will always talk to a real person who knows your name and is willing to assist you with any of your banking needs. Our team includes a reliable staff that is ready to put you first. From personal and business online banking to remote deposit capture, we offer the latest in new account technology that will keep you and your business in the game and save you valuable time. Come and see what it's like to do business with the only A+ rated bank in East Texas, where we'll help you score a touchdown and put points on your financial scoreboard.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Hand the ball off, and this is Phillip. Phillips got a big hold of the 20-yard line. To the 15, Phillips to the 10, Phillips to the 5, driving toward the pylon. Touchdown, Apaches. 35-yard touchdown run, number 2 for Willie Phillips. Had 2 of TJC's 9 rushing touchdowns last Saturday night here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium as the Apaches beat Texas A&T 70-0. Welcome back to Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium and our countdown to kickoff leading up to the Apaches and the New Mexico Military Broncos and Southwest Junior College Football Conference action tonight. That TJC offensive line has certainly been opening up holes. The Apaches come into this game tonight as one of the top offensive teams in the conference, averaging 41 points and 473 yards a game. Dimitri Jordan is a guard, a playing right tackle tonight, a freshman from Lubbock. He knows a little bit about how far the New Mexico military kids have traveled to get here tonight because Dimitri is from Lubbock.
Dimitri, it is a long way from Lubbock, Coronado, all the way across the state to Tyler, Texas. Just talk about your journey here, how you came to be here at TJC.
I really thank God because when I come out of high school, I wasn't really that good. My freshman through sophomore year, I met my O-line coach. He gave me a chance to play offensive line. I took the chance, and I balled out. I feel like my senior year, got a few scholarships. I actually committed here, came on a visit the next day. It kind of felt like home, so I just decided to come here.
Have you always been an offensive lineman, or did you switch to this?
Actually, my freshman year, I played defensive end. I was about 6'1", 250, playing defensive end. I wasn't really that good. I had more of an offensive lineman built, so my coach said, hey, man, come offensive line side, see how you play. So I was senior my sophomore year, JV, played pretty good. junior year moved to tackle, lost a few more pounds, senior moved to left guard, and that's what had my breakout season like senior year.
All right, let's talk about the offensive line and the way you guys have progressed from week one now to this game against New Mexico Military. How far have you?
We came a far way. From us getting here week one, we really didn't know each other that much. We tried to build a bond, but it wasn't really always there. But now, since we're on this 3-game win streak, we built a big bond. And we always try before every single play to give each other a fist bump so we have to build that bond on top of the field so we can play as one unit instead of 5-on-5 with players as one whole unit.
Let's talk about how many different players have been there with you. 3 different quarterbacks and about 6 different running backs. Seems like a different guy every week. Just talk about that.
It's kind of stressful sometimes, but at the end of the day, we always believe in every single one that's back there behind us because we know that if we do our job, they're going to for sure do their job.
The importance of this game against New Mexico Military this week and a chance to be 3-1 in conference.
This is a big game because it comes down to us. If we win, we become first in our conference, which is a big thing that we're trying to do, and it's homecoming, so you have to win a homecoming as always. Oh, yes, it's a big game.
So talk to me about what Tyler Junior College has meant to you so far.
Oh, it means a lot. They gave me a chance when nobody else really did. Like I said, came here on my visit, loved it, felt like home. When we went back home, talked to my parents, they said, hey, this your home for the next 2 years. I said, yes, man, it is. So I came here, but the bond with everybody here, it's like a big brotherhood that I've never had back at home. And it's here.
Dimitri Jordan's a 6'5", 300-pounder. He's scheduled to start at guard tonight opposite Dan Wilkins, a 312-pound freshman from Brisbane, Australia. Joseph Bell's a sophomore center from Lufkin. And the 2 starting tackles tonight scheduled to be Jimmy Price, a sophomore from Houston, a transfer from SFA, and Dondrick Collins, a freshman from Langan Creek. The Apaches coming up against New Mexico Military tonight. We'll visit with head coach Danny Palmer on the pregame show in the Kid Jones broadcast booth on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just 1/3 the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield, NMLS number 210861.
Wherever you see wood on your home, Bullard Siding can help you save money and make your home last longer.
The eaves, the overhangs, the sidewalls, the gables, any place you see paint or wood.
That's Clay Chambliss, owner of Bullard Siding.
The benefits of siding are pretty amazing. You don't have to fool with it anymore. Once you put it up, you're pretty well finished. It's going to eliminate the need for the painting or reduce any potential wood rot if it's properly installed. The rain will never get to it.
Vinyl siding products for the exterior of your home have the look and feel of wood.
Vinyl siding is not just vinyl siding. Now, you've got a lot of different cedar shapes. You have stone-appearing products that are surrealistic. The cedar, you can put your hand on and think you're going to get a splinter. It's that realistic. Lifetime warranties, as far as the weatherability, is just tremendous compared to paint.
Let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years, serving Tyler and East Texas. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Vehicle technology is advancing at a blistering pace, and after a collision, correctly repairing those vehicles has become just as advanced. Now more than ever, your choice for collision repair directly impacts the future safety and quality of your vehicle. For those reasons and many more, choose Davis Green Paint and Body. Committed to this economic community for over 65 years and equally committed to the highest standards of vehicle repair. And most importantly, your safety. Davis Green Paint and Body. You're driving home their reputation.
92.1 FM, the Team.
It is homecoming tonight here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. That's always a big deal at TJC, and it's capped off tonight with this conference matchup between the Apaches and New Mexico Military, and Coach Danny Palmer is with us. So now it's 3 in a row. It's homecoming, and it's a big conference ball game with a chance to stay in first place. So it's a big night.
Yeah, Bill, homecoming at Tyler Junior College ever since I was a little kid has really been a great festival atmosphere with the fair going on. And New Mexico Military coming in, who kind of ruined our season last year when we lost to them. We still had a chance to win first place in the playoffs. I mean, yeah, to be the champion. Have a lot of good players, but man, what a fun time it is all week with the drum beat. Friday night, we're recognizing, this last Friday night, we're recognizing the 1960 Junior Rose Bowl champions, which I can tell you every person on there and what they played and their starting lineups. But they came in, they're rested. In fact, what I remember last year, I think they had an open date before they played us last year. And we've just got to be at our best. And everybody can talk about a letdown. I don't think we got even a chance of a letdown. There's no room for one. I look for Jeremiah Crawford to really excel this game along with Augie. Andrew is still, I think we can use this week and next week's open week, and I think he'll be ready for following week. But tonight, our offensive line, there's going to be a good matchup between our offensive line and their defensive line. Of course, all coaches say that. And our defensive line against their offensive line. I think there's some really good matchups in there, really physical. And they got a little speed, too. You know, their quarterback, Tamu, came from New Mexico Military. They put 62 on us in 2016. And, of course, we had to win the ball game, I think, like 68-62. They got another quarterback, not quite as good as him, but he can hurt you. They've had a lead in every ball game, and it's just really going to be a great festivity. I hope the weather's good like it's supposed to be tonight, and our great Apache band and our Apache bells, and I've heard so many great compliments. I hope we can get as good as them.
You've won 3 in a row after those first 2 losses. How much confidence does this team have now, and what's been the difference?
Well, I think we've gotten better at practice, and I remember Waddy Myers told me one time, he asked me why I was starting a guy when I was a head high school coach, and I said, well, he's the best in practice. But by the same token, Waddy told me, he said, son, I ain't never won a ball game in practice. But we have practiced better, and it's helped us. And I think Jeremiah Crawford has come in and given us a lift on offense at the right time. And then I think Andrew Fernandez was there at the right time that made a difference and gave us a little momentum. And, of course, our quarterback play before then wasn't bad. It was just inconsistent. Runners, we've had some runners to show up, but we got to get better. We got to complete more passes. We got to target more people, and we know our defense is, we practically lead the nation in interceptions and turnovers. We're getting 9 or 10 for the total. I think we've intercepted 10 passes in 4 games. So I look for our defense to play their same game, and man, I really like our kicking game. I think we'll do well tonight.
All right, win this game, knock on wood, and then you've got a bye week. You're 3-1, so just put all that in perspective. If you can negotiate this one tonight, you'll be sitting in pretty good shape for the final 3.
Well, it's a gauntlet is what it is. If we can get through New Mexico, it's great. The open week comes at a great time. Then you got to go to NEO, come back and play your last home game here against Cisco, by the way, who got beat by Navarra. Pretty good score. I heard it was early. It was close early, but I think Navarra ended up pounding them pretty good. But Cisco's a good team. Russell will do a good job. And then we got to go to Kilgore. So it's kind of like after the open week, it's a gauntlet that you got to go through, and that's going to determine. But tonight, without stuttering, it's serious.
The Apaches serious tonight for homecoming against New Mexico Military. That's head coach Danny Palmer. And our pregame show continues after this timeout.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
Hello fans, this is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank here in Tyler. Have you ever wondered where to start when getting ready to purchase that new home or commercial property? Or how to refinance an existing home or business loan? At Citizens First Bank, we specialize in dealing with people like you, helping to simplify the loan process. We will work with you to find the loan product that best fits your personal or business needs and follow it through to a prompt closing. Give us a call first at Citizens First, 581-1900, and come see what it's like to bank with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we always service the loans we make.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
At Tyler Ford, we know the best time for you to buy a car or truck is when you're ready. That's why we never have gimmicky sales or mail you a scratch off that tells you want either a car, a TV, or a coffee maker. We discount our vehicles every day of the month, so we're always ready when you're ready. Our job is to get you every discount we can so you can save as much as possible. And with the largest inventory in East Texas, we have the right model with the right equipment that's right for you. And if for some reason we don't have it, we'll get it for you. But what if there's some aftermarket equipment you're wanting? Let us customize your truck with our full line of lift kits, custom wheels, and tires and accessories. Our advantage over the aftermarket is our customized trucks are covered under your new factory warranty. And the cost, it can be included in the financing. So if the time is right for you, the right place for you is Tyler Ford. I'm David Irwin. We're Tyler Ford, and we are the real deal.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Here's Jackson on a cutback at the 30. Turns on the Jets to the 10 to the 5, and he'll score. Touchdown Apaches. That's a 52-yard run by Jackson, and that is his fourth touchdown of the night. Big night for the Apache ground game last Saturday night here at the stadium against Texas A&T. Tyler won it 70-0. 9 touchdowns on the ground, and Cavante Jackson's 145-yard 4-touchdown night makes him one of TJC's leading rushers. He's a former walk-on here at TJC. He has 6 rushing touchdowns on the season, and the Apaches hope that ground game will continue tonight. Welcome back into the Kid Jones broadcast booth, Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium, where tonight on homecoming night, the Apaches take on New Mexico Military as they get back to conference play. This is homecoming, so the TJC Apaches have crowned their homecoming king and queen tonight. The nominees this year, Stormy Taylor from the Criminal Justice Students Association, Matthew Jones from the Apache Bells, one of their representatives nominated. He was the 4th runner-up. She was the 4th runner-up. 3rd runner-up, Queen nominee Nicole Barrera from the Hispanic Student Association. King nominee Jonathan Viramontes from the Hispanic Student Organization. Queen nominee 2nd runner-up Rakia Strogan, Las Mascaras. King nominee Jalen Crump, Las Mascaras. The 1st runner-up, Vivian Faz, the Residence Hall Association. Dornell Chris III, the Residence Hall Association nominee for the King. And the 2018 homecoming king and queen, Alexandria Aiden, representing the Apache Chiefs, crowned the queen, and the king, Justin Crow, from the Apache Chiefs. The TJC defense has been a big play defense so far this year. They have forced 11 interceptions on the season. That is one of the highest numbers in the nation. Cornerback Jermaine Breeley will start at left cornerback tonight for TJC.
Tell me your unique story of your roundabout trip to be a starting cornerback at Tyler Junior College.
Out of high school, I wasn't really recruited by anybody except for West Texas A&M Commerce. I committed to West Texas. It didn't work out like I wanted it to. So I came over to Tyler Junior College as a manager on a manager scholarship. After that fall, walked on in the spring, and magic happened. Now I'm here.
So you let go of a surefire manager scholarship and chose to walk on here. That was kind of a gamble, right?
Yep, but you know what I'm saying? to get what you want to get, you got to take that jump sometimes. So I took the leap, and it worked out for the best.
What was it like to be a manager?
It was very stressful watching dudes play that I was better than, and I knew I was better than, but kind of just had to swallow my pride and just do my job until then.
Do you appreciate the job that managers have on a football team now, though?
Oh, yeah, I appreciate those guys to the fullest. Nice to them every day. Tell them what's up every day, man. I'm just glad to be back on the field.
Talk about how the defense has played and the progress that you've made since week one.
Since week one, yeah, we became way closer. We're communicating a lot more between the safeties and the corners. The front seven is getting more stronger. First, the middle of the field was wide open, but we're securing that now. We're just an all-around better defense.
3-game win streak. How much more confidence does this team have now than it did even 4 weeks ago?
A lot more confidence. We're playing with a lot more aggression. Like I said, we're communicating a lot more. You know what I'm saying? That's what we stress, communication. When we communicate a lot more, then we just start making more plays.
All these turnovers, especially the picks, how does that happen?
Well, we got a great safety, free safety, DeArve Brown. That dude is he's always around the ball. You know what I'm saying? Our linebacker, Chandler, he's always around the ball. 2 picks. DeArve has like 5. We just know how to get around the ball, man. That's all I can say.
Now, this homecoming, but more importantly than that, this is a possibility against New Mexico Military to go 3-1 in conference. What do you expect on Saturday, and how big a game is this?
It's a really big game for us. You know what I'm saying? If we beat them, then the conference is wide open. It's going to be a tough game because they're a tough opponent. They beat us last year. But we're preparing hard this week. We're going to prepare super hard. And we're just going to come out, play our game, put it all in God's hand.
What has Tyler Junior College meant to you?
It's a big stepping stone. I learned so much. I learned a lot about life, football, how to treat people. It's just been a blessing all around.
They don't look, Kevin, like a particularly potent offensive team, this New Mexico Military bunch, not on paper, averaging about 282 yards a game.
Yeah, they're the bottom of the conference in yards per game and only 25 points per game, but that doesn't mean much. You know, these guys are going to come out to play again. It was a low score. They won a low-scoring affair against the Apaches last season, 17-14, so they put up enough points. Wasn't a whole lot, but they put up enough points to win. So, again, the Apaches cannot take this game lightly.
And much of what they do is option-oriented, so it's the Apaches and New Mexico Military tonight here at the stadium. Homecoming and a big opportunity for the Apaches to hit 3-1 on the season in conference play. That's our look at tonight's matchup between the Apaches and the Broncos. Kickoff coming up on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield, NMLS number 210861.
Replace the parts of your home exterior that are made of wood with today's vinyl siding, and you'll never paint again.
With the vinyl, you don't ever have to paint it.
That's Chris Chambliss of Bullard Siding in Tyler.
The extent of your maintenance is washing it from time to time when it looks like it's getting dirty, but you really don't have to do anything to it at all.
Today's vinyl siding is nothing like the siding of days gone by.
To the untrained eye, it's hard to distinguish from wood. Typically looks a lot better than wood, actually, because it doesn't have the inconsistencies in it that wood does. You're not going to have any warping, and obviously the paint doesn't flake or anything like that. Termites obviously can't eat it. You know, it's just a far superior product than wood. It really is. We have jobs that, you know, they've been up for 20 plus years and still look brand new.
For vinyl siding products that will make your home look better and last longer, let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years of East Texans taking care of other East Texans. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Apache Bells and the Apache Band down on the field tonight. The band, of course, with their rendition of our national anthem. We're moments away from the start of tonight's matchup between the Apaches and the Broncos. Tyler has next week off before they go to Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College in Miami. Their final regular season home game is in 3 weeks against Cisco here at the stadium, and then wrap up the regular season on the road at Kilgore. And at that time, the Apaches hope to have a playoff spot perhaps secured. They win this game tonight, they'd be 3-1 in conference play, and they'd be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they'll have a leg up in the conference. Important game, of course, for both teams. The Apaches with a good opportunity to win this one at home. And again, it's a team that's rolling, got some confidence here in the last 3 weeks.
Apaches about to take the field for the coin toss. Cameron Hyde, Torian Smith, and number 32, Ladarian Hudson from Chapel Hill are the Tyler captains. TJC in their home unis. They wear gold pants, a black shirt, gold numerals, gold striping, a black helmet with a gold stripe, and the block black and white, gold and white TJC emblem on the side. New Mexico Military comes in with dark pants, a white shirt, and a dark helmet, sort of a gray-silver numeral trimmed in black. Our referee tonight is Wayne Elliott. It's an 8-man officiating crew. And we'll add another Apache captain out there bringing it out. Chandler Ferguson, the Tyler middle linebacker, joins the party at the 50-yard line. Elliott puts the coin toss in the air. Umpire picks it up, takes a look at it, and I guess they decide that the Apaches have won the toss, and they have deferred it. I get that right, Kevin?
I think you're right about that.
So the New Mexico Military Broncos will have the football first, and it looks like they'll be going left to right here to start it off. They have 2 quarterbacks who played. Gavin Hardison's a freshman from Hobbs, New Mexico. Cody Frampton's a sophomore from Lehigh, Utah. Frampton has more passing yards, but he also has thrown 5 interceptions so far this year. Apparently that's his big problem, and that would be something that would be a problem. He also has 264 yards rushing. So perhaps as we get ready now, Hardison is 30 of 46, 2 picks. The other kid has 4, so we're not sure which one we'll see. The Tyler defensive line, Torian Smith, David Hogue, Will Jones, and Chris Sanders across the front. Brennan Davis, Chandler Ferguson. The strong safety is K.J. Turner. Jermaine Brealey, who you heard from in the pregame show from Mansfield Summit High School, is one corner. Nate Dickey scheduled to start on the other side. Free safety DeArve Brown leads the nation in interceptions with 5, and Ladarian Hudson is the nickelback. And as the Apaches prepare to kick it off, again, they will be kicking right to left. And we'll get this show started here in a moment. Last week was a fun game because everybody got to play, and I'm not sure what the Apaches got out of it other than they needed the reps.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it's about, is building some depth. And, again, rewarding the guys that show from practice every day that don't get to play a whole lot during the regular season. So that's part of it. And, you know, the Apaches were able to beat the A&T the way they should have, and that's also a way to build some confidence.
2 weeks ago, though, they beat the Navarre Bulldogs 59-41 in the stadium. And that was a wild, woolly ball game. And then they beat Trinity Valley 3 weeks ago to win their first conference game. Blake Patterson, the North Texas transfer, left-footed soccer styler, has it teed up at the 35-yard line. The kick is away. And it's a line drive kick, and it'll go about 8 yards deep, and it'll be a touchback. Their starting offensive line, Pila Ciali from Euless Trinity, Hezekiah Poching, Juan Ramirez, Matt Kristolowicz, and Marcus Simpson across their front line. Kaleo Pacino, Quantavius Moore, Clarence Williams, Sam Thomas, their wide receivers, at least we expect to start. And we look for Fred Jackson to start. He's the listed starter at running back, and that may change. And the starting quarterback will be Hardison, the freshman from Hobbs, New Mexico. They open up in a 3-wide set, split to the far side of the field. From the 25-yard line against this 4-2-5 look for the Apaches and a man in motion. Hardison on first down. They put the ball on the ground on the handoff to Tyreek Campbell, and he fumbled it but fell on it for a loss of about 2 yards. So the exchange between quarterback and running back never happened, and they're lucky they didn't give it up to Tyler right on the first play.
Zone read, they're lucky to still have the ball. That's a little bit of a break for the Broncos.
Second down and 12 from the 23-yard line. 3 receivers split wide to the near side. And now the shotgun, Hardison has a man in motion again, and on the jet sweep, hands it that way. Working it upfield, 30-yard line out to the 31, and the Apaches stop the play at that point after a jet sweep handoff to their number 27. That'd be Fred Jackson, the running back, who was lined up in the slot that time. Pick up the 5 yards, make that 6. And make it about 7. They're going to give him forward progress all the way out to the 33, so about 7 yards on the game. And that'll make it a third down and short coming up here. So a good run on the jet sweep by Jackson. And they have 2 receivers to the far side. The far side is the short side on this possession. Third down, and a man in motion again on a third down and short. Hardison, the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield, hands it to Jackson, who bounces outside as the first down as Ladarian Hudson meets him over there, but not before he picked up 3 yards. And that is a Nini, as they call themselves, North New Mexico Military first down at the 36-yard line.
A good stiff arm at the end of that run got him a couple of extra yards, of course, on the first down.
3 receivers set. 2 years ago out in Hobbs, New Mexico, it took Tyler scoring in the 60s to win the game. Campbell goes in motion, sets up in the slot, so 1 back, 4 wide set. Handoff to Jackson. Jackson punches it upfield for about 4 out to the 40-yard line before he is taken down that time by the TJC tackler. Number 43 is David Hogue, the defensive lineman from North Mesquite High School. Pick up a 3, second down 7, just short of the 40-yard line. 13-10 to go here in the opening quarter. No score. First possession, New Mexico Military with the ball. At about their own 39 and a half, if you will, going left to right with the running back and 3 wide receivers. Got a tight end lined up right and a man in motion. And they fake the jet sweep and throw the screen pass. It's completed to the 40-yard line, and a great play. Oh, they missed the tackle, and he wound up getting about 4 more yards. The pass was completed, and then a big stick that time by TJC's KJ Turner, but then he bounced off, and the running back still picked up about 4 more yards. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Turner got a great read on the play. Just has to wrap up and make the tackle.
Mikel Akins was the ball carrier that time. 3 receivers, 3rd down and 2. Potter shows a blitz here. Let's see what they do as the Nimi Broncos get their play call from the far side. Joe Fortner is their head coach. He's been around here both as an assistant coach and a head coach for about 12 years. And the handoff going left, going to be close for the first down. Not sure he got it. Out to the 46-yard line. And they stop the ball carrier Campbell at about the 45-yard line. He's a half a yard short of the first down, Kevin.
Offensive stand out there. Looks like they may go for it early in this ball game on 4th down.
Well, when you're on the road and you've driven this far, why not?
Yep. Good point.
You came here to get your money's worth, and you drove 9 hours on a bus to get here. And so on a 4th down and short, it looks like they're going to go for it. Out of the shotgun at their own 46-yard line. Let's see if they indeed go through with it. It looks like they will. They're going to hand the ball off to Campbell, and he will not get there. He's going to be buried way back at about the 35-yard line. There was a flood of black-shirted Apaches led by Chandler Ferguson, who comes out of there with a football. And the Apaches are going to take over on a 4th down and a half-a-yard stop deep in New Mexico military territory. They're going to forward progress somewhere around the 40-yard line, but it's Apache football.
Well, they got a lot of penetration and a lot of heads to the ball. That's a nice job on 4th down. Good start for the Apache defense.
Tyler offensively. Jimmy Price, Dondrick Collins, the tackles. Joseph Bell, the center. Dimitri Jordan, Dan Wilkins are the guards. Augie DiBiase, the scheduled starter at quarterback. We'll see Trent Kennedy or Shannon Vaughns. To open the game, it's going to be Kennedy. Cameron Hyde, Devon Curtis, and Demius Jimerson are the wide receivers. And on a rollout, they pitch it downfield to a TJC tight end, Jacob Kaner. And Kaner has the first down catch at about the 35 and picks up more yardage down to about the 26-yard line. Heck of a way to start on a 14-yard pitch and catch to Kaner.
Yeah, good job by DiBiase on the play-action pass. He didn't panic, found a receiver open for good yardage on a 1st down.
And an injured Bronco on the far side over there as their trainers attend to the injured player right in front of their bench. And it looks like often we'll see if Eddie McGuire, the TJC trainer, goes over. Often in situations like this, Eddie will go over and assist as well. But in the meantime, the managers go out as the players on both teams take a knee. Last night here at the stadium, Tyler Lee won their district opener over Rockwall Heath. John Tyler won their district opener at Texas High. Earlier today here on the team, it was West Virginia over Texas Tech. On KYZS 95.7 FM, the Aggies defeated the University of Arkansas. I have not seen the final of the Texas-Kansas State game.
19-14 Longhorns.
Longhorns win their 4th in a row at K-State, and that player is still down over there. So now the Apache trainer Eddie McGuire walks over to see if he can lend a hand, along with Jeff Scrocky, friend of the program, a friend of ours who has been a fixture around here helping out in any way that he can for a long period of time. So while they do that, I tell you what, let's take a quick break, a 30-second break. Early on, 11:21 to go first quarter, no score back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM, the team.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
92.1 FM, the team.
The injured player, Elijah Fluker, a safety, is up. And hopefully he is okay. Their front four, Mike Pritchard, Remy Feltus, Dylan Nahu, and Steele Willis across their defensive front. The Apaches have a first down at the 26-yard line. Going right to left from the far hash. DiBiase in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. Kennedy is in the backfield, and now Kaner shifts in motion. And DiBiase's going to scramble. He throws it downfield, completes it at the 10. This is a Tyler touchdown on a curl right to Demius Jimerson from 26 yards out. And 2 plays in, the Apaches are on the board.
That's a great job by Jimerson. Since that his quarterback was in trouble, broke off his route and started to come back. Nice job by DiBiase to locate him and get him the football for the score.
A 4th down stop sets up a 26-yard pass to Jimerson. And the Apaches take a 6-0 lead with the extra point by Blake Patterson to follow. It's 6-0 Tyler, and we're not even 4 minutes into this football game. Kick is on the way, and It is good. Tyler leads it 7-0. 11:13 to go first quarter. 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
92.1 FM, the Team.
7-0 Apaches. DiBiase to Jimerson. 26-yard touchdown pass for DiBiase, his 4th of the year. 7-0 Apache.
16 seconds, 2 plays, 40 yards. Nice job by the Apache defense to get things going and the offense to finish it off.
And again, the 4th down stop gives the Apaches the opportunity at a short field. And so Tyler Junior College jumps out to a 7-0 lead. They lose last year to the New Mexico military team here in this stadium, and that certainly hurt Tyler's chances. They were very much in a funk after the meltdown against Navarra, and they needed a win, and they didn't get it. 17-14 New Mexico last year, but the Apaches are off to a good start tonight, trying to win their 4th straight game after losing their opening 2. And so TJC, again, 2-1 in the league, has it teed up at the 35-yard line to kick it away. Blake Patterson will do the honors for the Apaches, and again, they take advantage of a defensive stop on a 4th down at the 40-yard line and drive it downfield in 2 quick plays, a pass to Kaner and a pass to Jimerson for the touchdown. Patterson's kick is away. Strong-legged kicker about 6 yards deep, and Fred Jackson will take a knee, and it'll be a touchback at the 25-yard line. East Texas State Fair is in progress. This is the final weekend. Quite nice to look over there and see the bright lights of the fair.
Pretty, isn't it?
It is. Kind of adds to the atmosphere here at the stadium. And, of course, any homecoming is always, at TJC, a big deal. They do a heck of a job of promoting it. The drum beat all week leading up to the game, and everything about it. And a pretty good crowd on hand tonight because it's just a really pleasant night to come out and watch a football game. And it's not too late for you to get out here if you want to come out and watch some good football here at the stadium. And on a 1st down at the 25-yard line, they've got a 3-4 receiver set with 1 back. And the freshman's going to throw the slant upfield and completes it to the 31, 32, 3, 4, 5, 6-yard line. Marlon Dorsey caught it at about the 31, put a couple of moves on, added another 5 to the catch. It's a 1st down at the 36-yard line.
Quick slant route, 1 move got him upfield for the 1st down.
Toward the right hash, with 10:55 left here in the first quarter, they line up in a 4-wide, 1-back set. Tyler with 2 down linemen and 2 stand-up ends. Take the handoff, throw the bubble screen near side. The ball caught at the 40-yard line, upfield for about 6. On a quick pitch and catch, Mondarius Poulard, a redshirt freshman from Lafayette, Louisiana, makes the catch. His brother is Kendarius, both on the team. A 6-yard gain, 2nd down 4. Ball at the 42-yard line. Again, the quarterback, Gavin Hardison, came in with 319 yards passing, 2 picks, and 3 touchdowns. Tyler got a 4th down stop to give themselves an excellent opportunity at a short field, made the most of it. Man in motion is Dorsey across the formation. And on the 2nd down and 4, inside handoff, and the Apaches are all over the ball carrier after a short gain. They knock down Mondarius Poulard for about a 2-yard pickup. That will set up a 3rd down, really more like 3rd and 3. They give him forward progress to the 43-yard line. Tyler stoned that play. They came in averaging, giving up 29 points a game and 387 yards. They've really improved since week 1 and week 2. And on a 3rd down and 3, the Apache defense, after a great job on the first series, will try to do it again here and maybe get these guys off the field and give it back to the offense. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, and 2 backs. Hardison, the quarterback, puts a man in motion, so it's a 4-wide set with 2 slots, and he's going to run the option pitch play upfield. He has the first down. On an option read keeper, he crosses the 45 to the 47-yard line, first down, Nimmy.
Yeah, that's a good-looking play by Hardison, the quarterback, to get upfield, forget about pitching it, and they get the first down.
At the 47-yard line. Bring in a substitution this time, and coming into the game for Nimmy is their number 31. That'll be Chris Tuafasu, a running back. Stands in the backfield. They've recruited a lot of kids from Hawaii on this football team. Back to throw, looking, pump fake, and now Hardison's looking to throw. He will get a couple, maybe 3-4 yards across the 50 to the 49. Got sandwiched between 2 Tyler players and finally knocked off his pins by David Hogue. And after a 4-yard gain, it'll be 2nd and 6 at the Tyler 49-yard line.
Hardison was looking for a quick hitter. Good job in coverage by the Apaches. Forced him to take the ball down and get upfield.
They're moving the ball, 2nd down at the 49-yard line. Tyler up 7-0 here in the opening quarter. 3 receivers split to the near side of the field and a man in motion, and they'll hand it on the jet sweep. No, it's a keeper by the quarterback. He fooled me and picked up about 3 yards. Faked the handoff that time to Mikel Akins on the jet sweep and kept it himself to the 46. Picked up 3, where it'll be a 3rd down and another 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Akins still took a big hit. He didn't have the ball, but it's a pretty good job once again by the Apache defense.
Nice job, though, in playing keep away, if you will, that time. And again, his zone read netted him 3 yards, but it'll be 3rd down. And again, the Apaches trying to get a stop here, perhaps, in their own end of the field at the 46-yard line. 3rd and 3, man in motion. And a 4-wide receiver set. Now let's see if they run it or throw it. Looks like they're going to throw the slant downfield, and it's going to be blocked by K.J. Turner. Oh, he was trying to hit an out route to Akins, I think, and K.J. Turner coming on the blitz, reached up and bats the ball down. It'll be 4th and 3, and the Apache defense is 2 for 2.
Yeah, corner, as you mentioned, Turner came in the corner blitz and nearly got to the quarterback, but as it stands, and I always say this, you can't get the quarterback, get your hands up and knock the ball down, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Roland Tyson is a freshman from Palm Beach, Florida, and he's scheduled to punt for them tonight. He's standing at the 39-yard line, averaging about 37 yards a kick. The Apaches go for the block and almost got it. It's a low line drive kick that will bounce at the 15 and hit one of their guys. It kind of kicked back, and one of their guys inadvertently touched it at the 16-yard line, and that's where TJC will start their 2nd possession with 7:39 to go in the opening quarter, leading it 7-0. Coming up at halftime, we'll visit with TJC soccer coach, men's soccer coach, Steve Clements. His team won today. They're nationally ranked, 2-time defending national champs. And they, again, won their match today. Their next home game is Friday night at Pat Hartley Field. From the 16-yard line, DiBiase in the pistol shotgun has Killen in motion. Ron Killen as the tight end, and a handoff coming upfield for only a yard to Trent Kennedy. Maybe didn't get much of anything. As they finally mark him down, he's going to be very close to the line of scrimmage, stacked up there by several members of that defensive unit, including their number 11, Renell Guerriere, and it'll be a 2nd down. Ball in the middle of the field, 2nd down, call it about 10 from the 16-yard line. There is a whistle, and the line judge throws the flag, and it's a false start against the Apaches, which pushed them behind the chains. And it's now 2nd down and 15.
Backed up against their own end zone already, and they'll back the Apaches up another 5.
That takes it back to the 11-yard line. 2nd down, 15. We have a little over half a quarter gone here, down to 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Tyler has the 7-zip lead. 2nd and 15. Play action. DiBiase's going to throw downfield, and this ball's going to be a little underthrown, almost picked off. In fact, was it intercepted? They're going to debate it, and they may have, no, it's going to be incomplete. A diving interception try that time by the safety, 39, Josh Kelly, on a pass that time intended for Davian Curtis and was well short of the mark. So it'll be 3rd down, and DiBiase had an open man. Curtis can get open, but he just wasn't strong enough that time to get the ball downfield. Got to do better than that, especially with an open receiver. 3rd and 15 at the 11-yard line. looking, steps up, got a wide open. That's a first down. That's Curtis again, out to the 34. That time, Curtis was wide open on a stop route, Kevin, at about the 20-yard line, and that is a Tyler first down.
Yeah, same play as they run on the previous play. It's a crossing pattern on the left side of the formation. This time, they make the connection.
Mark him at the 33-yard line, so on a 3rd and 15, the Apaches pick up very good yardage. They pick up about 22 on the play, and it's a first down. Man in motion this time, and a handoff coming this way. It's Jemerson on the jet sweep, and he'll pick up about 4 yards coming across the formation toward the press box, turns it upfield to the 37-yard line and gets 4 yards. Jemerson's a freshman from Malvern, Arkansas. He caught his first Apache touchdown pass a few minutes ago. On the first possession, it'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Jemerson made a great adjustment on his route for that touchdown, came back to the ball and found a way to get in the end zone.
By the way, he had 3 catches coming in. That was his 4th catch of the year a moment ago. And this running play sets up a 2nd down 6 at the 37. DiBiase looks, throws, and that's behind Jemerson. Did he come up with it? Did he make the catch? I don't think so. Ball was behind him. He was open right in front of the Tyler bench. But DiBiase's pass was behind him, low and away.
Yeah, he's not only open, but if it's a good pass, it's an easy touchdown. There was nobody covering Jemerson out of the backfield or from wherever he came from. He was wide open.
I've noticed something in practice. DiBiase is an excellent runner and a really good kid. He's got a little hitch in his throat.
Right.
And sometimes it affects his accuracy. 3rd down and 6. Now he scrambles out of the pocket. Keep in mind, he can run. He'll throw downfield, and he overthrows Bailey. There's a penalty flag down.
Jemerson was not very accurate the first couple of weeks, but he improved in that area. But so far tonight, he's a little bit off the mark.
Penalty flags at the 39-yard line. This is probably declinable by the, if it's against Tyler, it's holding against the Apaches, and they will decline, so Tyler will punt. Again, he missed 2 open receivers that time.
And that's the 3rd time he's missed an open receiver, I think, in this possession. But, yeah, he's got again, accuracy was a problem early on, but he had gotten better. But tonight so far is struggling a bit.
A little over 50% on the season, below 50% right now. Did hit the 3rd down 15 pass. 3 picks, 3 touchdown passes for DiBiase, a 6'2 freshman out of Ponte Vedra, Florida. Jeremiah Crawford's also playing a lot right now. The kick is away by Patterson, averaging 40. This is a dandy. Takes him back to the 22, and the ball's on the ground, but he covers it at the 26-yard line. The punt returner put the ball on the ground that time, but Tyreek Campbell manages to cover it. And I believe that's the 2nd time he's done that.
2nd time of the night for sure that they put the ball on the ground and found a way to come up with it. So another break for the Broncos.
So it'll be 1st down for the Broncos at their own 26-yard line. When I got here yesterday afternoon for Sports Talk, got here about 2 o'clock for the high school game. They were here working out. They had driven 9 hours, left about 1:30 in the morning from Roswell, got here, and before they went to the hotel, they worked out here. From the 25, Hardison looking to throw, or will he run? He's going to keep it, tuck it, run it upfield, 33-yard line, picked up 7. Before the Apaches get him, K.J. Turner among the Apaches in on that tackle. This kid's going to be able to run the ball, so they're going to have to do something about that. They actually mark him at the 32, call it a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4.
Good yardage on 1st down, designed quarterback draw, and again, the quarterback gets upfield.
2nd down and 4. We're down to 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Tyler up 7-0. New Mexico Military with the ball and a man in motion going right to left across the formation away from the press box. A lot of movement on the TJC defense and the handoff upfield. This is Jackson, and Jackson's going to be stoned at the 35-yard line, a yard short of the 1st down. DeArve Brown and Ladarian Hudson and number 49, Cody Dillard, all teaming up on that tackle. So they're going to be close. They give him a spot to the 436. They did. Okay, 1st down.
They gave him a 1st down. He got a great spot.
Yeah, got a good spot. Okay, so it's a 1st down after all. It looked like to me from up here, and again, we're not there. We're up here. Looked like he was about a half a yard short. But it's a 1st down at the 36-yard line. And a 3-receiver set near hash, 2 running backs. Snap. Fake the handoff, option pitch. They put the ball on the ground and get away with it again. That ball bounced right up, and then there's a penalty flag at the end of that play. It bounced right up into the waiting arms of Mondarius Poulard, and he was knocked out of bounds, chasing it, and then a penalty flag is thrown.
This will go against the Broncos. Dead ball, personal foul.
Dead ball, personal foul. New Mexico number 74. 15-yard penalty.
Marcus Simpson, their offensive tackle, guilty of a personal foul. Didn't get thrown out, so whatever it was not actionable to put him on the bench and send him to the bus, but it is a 15-yard walk-off, and that'll take him all the way back to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, still not a good play, whatever it is he did. That'll cost him 15.
Make it 1st and 27 at the 19-yard line. They've already fumbled 3 times, haven't lost one yet. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right on a 1st and 27 with the tight end lined up on the left side now as he moves in motion. Tyler will blitz, and the quarterback being chased all the way back to the 5-yard line by Will Jones, and he's hit as he throws it right to an Apache. Picked off at the 5-yard line. The TJC Apaches get the pick. He threw it right to a TJC defensive lineman. How about that on the interception by number 52, Marquise Conchola? Wow.
Will Jones caused that interception. He got a hand on the quarterback's arm that forced a bad pass and an interception. Nice job all the way around by the Apaches.
Apaches have it then at the 7-yard line. A 4th down stop by the defense and then an interception after Will Jones chased the quarterback all the way back to the 5-yard line. Conchola intercepts. Tyler at the 7. Jeremiah Crawford's in the game. Kennedy's in the backfield. They'll hand it to him, and Kennedy's going to cut back at the 5, down to the 2 to the 1. Penalty flag throw. Probably holding against the Apaches. So TJC gets a immediate penalty flag thrown. And it's going to be holding against Tyler Junior College. So negate the 4-yard gain. Tyler will face a 1st and goal at the 15-yard line.
Yet another interception for the Apaches. Number 12 on the season. Again, they entered this ball game. Number 2 in the nation in that category.
1st and goal, 17-yard line after the 10-yard walk-off. Unless they mark it from another spot from the foul, but no, it'll be at the 17. Okay, so it'll be a 1st and goal at the 17, 3:46 to go in the opening quarter. Again, Conchola's interception gives Tyler great field position. Now it's their job offensively to capitalize. Jeremiah Crawford, the former Mineola Yellow Jacket, has Kennedy in the backfield. It's a 4-receiver set, looking to throw. Steps up, throws downfield, and completes the pass to Will Bailey at the 10-yard line. Bailey got it back to the 7. So we got 10 of that back. It'll be a 2nd and goal at about the 7 or maybe the 8-yard line on a pitch and catch to Justin Bailey, his 8th of the year.
That's a great catch by Bailey. That pass was low and behind him. And he's able to reach down and around to snatch it off his 2 tops for the catch.
Bailey is out of the game. And the Apaches making some substitutions, getting guys in and out. They've got double tight ends in the game now. Kennedy's in, 2 receivers, and a man in motion, Jimerson, and they're going to hand it to him. No, it's a fake, and it's Jimerson with the ball. Jimerson scores. 2nd of the night. Boy, Jeremiah Crawford with some sleight of hand. I didn't know whether for the moment he had the ball or Jimerson had it. It's Jimerson on the jet sweep from 8 yards out. Touchdown, Apache.
Well, you were fooled, and so were the linebackers for New Mexico Military. They were out of position. Jimerson turned the corner and got upfield and danced his way into the end zone.
2:52 to go in the quarter, and Jimerson having himself a night. 2 touchdowns already. Blake Patterson's extra point is through the uprights, and Tyler leads it 14-0 with 2:52 to go in the opening quarter on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
There are 2 sides to tire buying. There's the fun you who wants crisp handling that puts a smile on your face. And then there's the realist you who needs something with all-season capability and a great mileage warranty. Luckily, there are tires capable of both. Introducing the BF Goodrich and Michelin tires for crossovers, SUVs, and light trucks. Billings Tire and Service has got both sides covered. Billings Tire and Service, 2150 West Grande Boulevard in Tyler, and online at billingstire.net.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Conchola's interception sets the Apaches up at the 7-yard line, and an 8-yard touchdown run by Jimerson following the penalty. His second of the night makes it 14-0 Tyler.
Defense comes up big once again. The Apaches capitalize once again. Offense did a great job. Again, in 2 plays, 7 yards, a minute and a second. Jimerson runs this one in. Again, the defense, though, has given them short fields. Yeah, short fields, and then forced the turnover again on the interception. The Apaches offensively capitalized on both. 40-yard and 7-yard drives, thanks to the defense. 14-0 Tyler over New Mexico Military. As they tee the ball up here, Patterson at the 35-yard line to kick it away. Patterson's big leg will take this one about 6 yards deep. Fred Jackson chases it, lets it bounce out of the back of the end zone, touchback. And New Mexico Military will start at their own 25-yard line. New Mexico Military's alumni include none other than Roger Staubach, who spent a season there before going to the Naval Academy in 1960. He's now in the NJCAA Hall of Fame, and, of course, he's certainly been honored at NIMI, but how about Roger? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's a good alumni to have. That's a great alumni to have. Of course, Tyler Junior College honored basketball star Jimmy Butler a couple of weeks ago. Checking to see if they made a change at quarterback. We'll find out in a moment. They stacked 3 receivers in a triangle tight right from their own 25-yard line and snap the football and hand the ball going the left side to Poulard, and he's tackled on the edge over there. Great job by TJC Sherry Durand. Durand ran him down and really put a drop on Tyreek Campbell, not Poulard, but Campbell was the ball carrier that time. But a great job by Durand, the sophomore transfer from West Texas A&M and the city of Houston. Second down at the 10-yard line. Second at the 25-yard line, 2nd and 10. And a handoff this time to Campbell. He gets part of that back and will drive it upfield to the 34-yard line. Good job. He got 9 yards on that running play before the Apaches could put him on the ground. So they counterpunch after getting nothing on first down. They get 9 on second down. It'll be 3rd and 1. They got a lot of that back. Great job of blocking up front. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right out of the shotgun. Running back standing to the left. Tyler with a 4-2-5 look defensively. 3 down linemen, a stand-up end. Hand the football to Campbell. That's a first down across the 35. Out to near the 38-yard line. Durand in on the tackle again, among others. But that's a pickup of more than enough yardage for the NIMI first down with 1:45 to go in the quarter. Apaches have got to force a 3 and out, but again, they've been pretty good defensively coming up with big plays. Ball's at their own 38-yard line for New Mexico Military. Tight right formation, 3 receivers toward the near side, toward the Apache bench, and a man in motion. And the handoff this time is for yardage, about 5 of them upfield to the 43, maybe the 44-yard line, and then a push at the end of that play as the handoff to Mondarius Poulard picks up 5 yards out to the 44. It'll be 2nd down. 5'6", 165. Poulard is a little guy, probably got lost. The Apaches lost him behind that offensive line, and he got upfield for good yardage before they found him. 2nd down at the 44-yard line. 4 receivers set at their own 44. We've got less than a minute to go in the opening quarter. Poulard stays in the game. And this time on a 2nd and short, they're going to fake the handoff. Whistles blow at the snap of the football. And we're going to have another motion penalty on NIMI. A lot of motion that time, trying to get guys in position. And apparently they weren't set before the snap of the football. I'm not sure that Mondarius Poulard wasn't the guilty party that time. He had shifted from the slot to the backfield just before the snap of the football. I don't know that he got set in time. It'll cost him 5 yards, and that's a good break for the Apaches. 2nd down 9 at the 39-yard line. As we play with 40 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. 2nd and 9, back to pass Hardison. Looking to throw the pass downfield. He's got a guy out there momentarily. It's knocked away. For a moment, they had an open man, and then all of a sudden they weren't. Nate Dickey did a superb job to make up ground while the ball was in the air and knock it away from Clarence Williams. It'll be 4th down. Monitor, or make that Dickey monitor that one the whole way. made a great break on the ball to knock that ball out of the third down coming up.
Third down coming up. 3rd and 9 as they take a shot downfield. 3rd and 9 at the 39-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. 3 receivers split toward the Nimmie side of the field, toward the visiting bench. And will the Apaches run blitz here? No, they'll rush 4. Quarterback rolling out, being chased to the near side. He's going to throw the ball downfield, and he's got a guy there, and he dropped the ball at the 20-yard line. DeArve Brown in coverage, but that was a straight-up, I thought, Kevin, drop at the 20-yard line by the Nimmie receiver. And there's a penalty flag down. It's holding against New Mexico Military. Tyler will obviously decline that.
Yeah, the officials calling it as if they want to back it up. They should be declining this, and pass is incomplete. So obvious call is to decline it and force a 4th down. There you go.
Yeah.
And that was a flat-out drop, and that's a great play by the quarterback. And brought himself a time, threw late across his body, and still made a perfect pass. Now, it wouldn't have counted anyway, but a great play by Hardison.
Tyler has been able to, when he's dropped back into a straight drop-back formation, Tyler's been able to get pressure on him. He's also run with the ball several times tonight on option reads and has been fairly effective so far. 22 seconds left to go in the quarter, and Tyson, their punter, stands at the 24-yard line. And there's movement along the defensive front. See if Tyler was offside or if they were drawn offside. It's a 4th and 9, so a 5-yard penalty would not be enough for a Nimmie first down if it's against the Apaches.
TJC is seeing something on this punt formation. They want to take advantage of it. I think by the end of the night, they're going to block one. It came very close the last time they punted.
Well, whatever it is, they had their sights set on it that time. Now it becomes a 4th and 4. But again, with Tyler up 14-0, it looks like Nimmie will punt the ball away. And Tyson stands now at his 29-yard line to kick it away. And Justin Bailey is back deep for the Apaches. Again, really rushing up the middle, and they go after it again. And this ball is away, and it'll bounce at the 40-yard line and take a Nimmie roll inside the 30, and they're going to throw a running into the kicker penalty against the Apaches.
Shouldn't be running in the kicker. That ball was blocked. It was partially blocked.
Was it partially blocked?
So it wasn't a. Shouldn't be a penalty in roughing the kicker.
Did they get a piece of it?
They got a piece of it.
Okay.
That's why that ball spiraled out of there. And I said it. TJC sees something. They almost blocked the first, and they got a piece of that one. So I'm not sure what the penalty's going to be.
Wayne Elliott is the referee tonight. Let's see what he says. They're sure talking that over. So if they got a piece of it, that negates the possibility of a running into the kicker.
Personal foul. Number 9, Tyler jumping over the shield. The 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
He said target?
What did he call?
I'm not sure what he targeted. I think he said target. But it wasn't a roughing running into a roughing because he didn't, it was partially blocked. So I'm not sure what the call was.
I think they called that against Maurice Wren, the transfer from Lamar, and so that'll keep the defense on the field.
That's a bad play, whatever it was.
Boy, there's so many new penalties with the injury protection now that so many more ways a team can get itself in trouble. 8 seconds to go in the quarter, 14-0 Tyler, and the offense back out there for Nimmie at the 41-yard line. 3 wide receivers, offset backfield this time. They got the tight end line up next to the quarterback, and a handoff. And a pretty good size hole for Jackson as he bounces off 2 tacklers, 35-30, 25, far sideline inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line, and run out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Quarter comes to an end after 1. Here at Christmas Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium, Tyler 14. New Mexico Military nothing on 92.1 FM The Team.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield, NMLS number 210861.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Coach and Kevin Simon at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium down in Earl Campbell Field. As we start the second quarter, Tyler Junior College has a 14-0 lead over the Broncos from New Mexico Military. They just extended an Nimi drive with a targeting penalty, and Nimi with a running play to the 15-yard line, so it's first down for the Broncos at the Apache 15-yard line. They go right to left. Hardison's their quarterback. He's a freshman. Double tight ends and 2 receivers with a back in the backfield, Fred Jackson. They're going to direct snap it to Jackson, it appears, this time out of the Wildcat. And all that movement, all that does is net them another 5-yard penalty. The whistle blows and the flag comes out. So they have really had a difficult time with that. Another false start. And that's what you call fooling yourself, Kevin, kind of overthinking the room, right?
That's exactly right. And I think the running back that time was lined up with the right side of the formation. Looks like he was going to try to pull and get a block inside. Got an early start.
All right, 1st and 15 at the Apache 20-yard line. Now they're back to their regular look here. The tight end, H-back, is to left the quarterback. Jackson in the backfield. Hand it to him off the left side, and he's going to be in trouble. He's going to be taken down at about the 25-yard line. Well played by Detorian Smith, the Tyler Junior College sophomore from Tatum. And that is a 4-yard loss, and it'll be second down. Back at the 19-yard line, second down and 19.
Second time Smith has made a similar play. Good penetration, nice tackle.
All right, second and 19. Good effort by the TJC defense, and particularly Detorian Smith. His 6th tackle for a loss this year. And out of the shotgun, this time it's a 4-wide, 1-back set against the Tyler defense. Going right to left. Quarterback looking to throw. Scrambles out of the pocket. Throws it for the end zone into double coverage, and it's dropped again. Knocked away. Well, maybe a Tyler Apache got a hand on it. Dickey might have gotten a hand on it, but that ball also was in the hands of Quintavious Moore, and it was a catchable ball, and he didn't bring it in.
I think Dickey distracted him just enough for him to drop it. It hit him in both hands. Now, Dickey waved his hands in front of him, and I think distracted him just enough.
So that's the second play tonight that Nate Dickey has made. And it's a 3rd down and 19 at the Tyler 24-yard line. This time it's a 3-receiver set with a slot back, a tight end lined up off the hip of the right tackle. And Hardison takes the shotgun snap, bootleg rollout, throws the screen pass to Jackson. Well set up. He put the ball on the ground and fell on it at the 25-yard line. That screen pass might have gained some yardage and at least put them in better field goal position, but he fumbled the ball. That's their 4th fumble of the night. They've recovered them all, and it'll be 4th down at the Apache 24-yard line, and they're sending out their kicker, Roland Tyson, to try a 41-yard field goal. His longest is 23 this year.
They had the screen set up, but just couldn't handle the football.
From the near hash, the right-footed Tyson out of Florida will try and kick a 41-yard field goal to get Nimi on the board. The kick is on the way, and it has the distance, and it is no good. He missed it left. He hooked it a little bit left. It took the officials a while to look at it, so it didn't miss by much. But with 14:03 to go in the second quarter, it's still a 14-0 game.
Well, that's a great job by the Apache defense. Again, that drive was extended by the 15-yard personal foul penalty. They got an extra set of downs with the Apaches keep them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard.
So it looks like Tyson hooked that just enough left from up here that he just missed. And so Tyler will take over at the 24-yard line. Again, they had a 4th down stop early that turned into a touchdown. And an interception, their 12th of the year, turned into a touchdown. Man in motion, back to pass Crawford. Another penalty flag flies. This officiating crew loves that motion penalty. They're really watching that. And so that will cost the Apaches 5 yards. Tyler was in a double tight end formation.
Yeah, lined up to the right side of the formation, and both guys that were lined up to the right got an early start, so an easy call to make.
So Tyler behind the chains. Back in the 19-yard line, it'll be 1st and 15. Trent Kennedy. And Jeremiah Crawford is the Tyler quarterback. He's had the last 2 series, man in motion. And bootleg rollout this time. Crawford on the run. Throws upfield. Got his man at the 31. Bailey out to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Very close to a first down. Nice bootleg rollout that time by Crawford on a fake to Kennedy. And that didn't take long. He really rifled that pass upfield to Jemerson. That'll make it a 3rd and 1.
That's a nice catch.
2nd and 1, I'm sorry.
Drag route by Bailey and a nice catch once again.
2nd down 1 at the 33-yard line. So a good effort by the Apaches. And they send 2 receivers left. Crawford looking again, throws upfield behind Jemerson, who didn't turn around in time. Kind of a wheel route looking thing, wasn't it?
It was. Jemerson saw the defensive back heading his way and kept his eye on him instead of getting his head around for the ball.
Right up the near sideline, and Crawford thought Jemerson was going to break the route off at about the 35, and he did not. He kept running. So it'll be a 3rd down and 1 at the 33-yard line. Let's see if the Apaches try to ground and pound here, hand the ball off to Kennedy, and Kennedy's going to have the first down. Kennedy out to the 39-yard line. That's more than enough for an Apache first down. Last week, Trent Kennedy, the freshman from Cypress, had 86 yards on 9 carries. Comes into play tonight with 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. And he's a little bit slow to get up at the 39-yard line after taking a big hit at the end of that play. And while he's attended to,
it looks like he might be a little woozy. His teammates helped him up as offensive lineman, but he is making his way to the sideline. But I think he got banged up in the head that time.
All right, so
got his bell rung is what we used to call it.
Yeah, and you know, that used to be a common saying. That basically meant in those days a concussion. And now, of course, as we try to clean up injuries and certainly, and rightly so, protect head injuries, you don't hear that term bell rung much anymore, because if you get your bell rung, it probably means a concussion, probably means you're going to miss a game or two. So let's see if Kennedy comes back in the ball game. He took a hard hit that time. And while he is out, Cavante Jackson from Angleton, the former walk-on, has come in. First down, Tyler at the 39. Snap to Crawford, handoff to Jackson, cuts back at the 40, and Jackson being pushed all the way out near the 44-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup on first down. Tyler's pretty good at that. Once their guys kind of get into a pile, their linemen are allowed to keep pushing, and they've done a heck of a job of that.
Why not? Again, it used to be illegal, but the Apaches have made it work this season.
2nd down 5 at the 44-yard line. Jackson lined up to the left of Crawford. Hayner is in motion, sets up as a slot man to the left, looking to throw it to him. The ball's tipped, and it tipped to an Apache, and that's a first down. How about that, inside the 40-yard line? Were my eyes deceiving me, or did Kaner actually tip that ball, and then it was tipped right to Bailey? Am I right about that?
You're right. Bailey's got some good hands. Man, he's making all the catches, all the tough catches tonight. That ball was deflected by an Apache, but Bailey concentrated, reeled it in, and got an Apache first down.
Well, Crawford threw a bullet and probably should have taken a little something off of that when he threw to Kaner.
Yeah, I played with a guy like that when I was with TJC. He just fired everything in there.
First down at the 38-yard line, but it's a good play for the Apaches, and a handoff for about 2 yards right off right tackle that time, and it's Cavante Jackson again. I'll tell you what, Crawford sells me about every other time when he does that. He really does a great job of carrying out the fake. I mean, he's running after handing the ball off like he still got the ball.
And that's the way you do it. As a quarterback, you're taught to carry out the fake, and it's worked to score a touchdown earlier.
Looks like it's a gain of 1.5 yards maybe, so 2nd down and about 8.5 coming up for Tyler. Ball's between the 37 and 38-yard lines, and the faked handoff. And this time Crawford does have it. 35-yard line, Crawford down to the 30, and knocked out, hit hard at the 30-yard line. Jeremiah Crawford picks up about 6, maybe 7 more. It'll be 3rd and short. One of the Apache linemen got knocked down at the end of that play. Kind of a cheap shot looking thing from a Nimmy defensive lineman, but he's up. And it looks like Alex Castilla is coming back in the ballgame. He's playing right now. Tyler's able to roll in some extra offensive linemen. They've got 2 sets of guys that they seem to like. Castilla playing right tackle right now. And on a 3rd down and about 1.5 yards, it's going to be a handoff to Jackson, and he's got a hole inside the 25. Jackson pounding down to about the 21-yard line. First down, Apache.
Yeah, I like what the Apaches are doing here, just pounding the football. They have the best running game in the conference, number 4 in the nation at 259 a game. So why not use it?
First down, Apaches at the 21-yard line. Crowd liking what they're seeing. Tyler up 14-0 with 10:55 to go here in the opening half against New Mexico Military. Tyler beat them out there 2 years ago. They won here last year. O'Quinn is the tight end. Crawford fakes the handoff, and Jeremiah's going to keep it. Jeremiah won't get much, and there's a penalty flag. He'll get back to the 20, and then got body slammed at the end of that play. Let's see what the Wayne Elliott penalty flag. He's the referee.
It might be a chop block. We'll see what happens. That's just a holding call.
Referees generally throw a lot of the holding flags, and that's going to be a 10-yard walk-off against Tyler.
One of the defensive line a little upset with an Apache offensive line, and lineman pushed him after the play, and I guess he was the one that was held.
Takes it back to the 31. It'll be a first down and 20 with 10:38 left to play here in the opening half. They're in tonight or tomorrow night?
I think it's tomorrow.
I think it's tomorrow night, isn't it? First and 20 back at the 31-yard line, looking to throw the screen pass, and does. It's Kaner. Kaner thought at the 30. Kaner down to the 25-yard line to the 24. Got about 8 of the 20 yards back on that play, and Jacob Kaner, the H-back tight end from Cypress Woods. He was a high school quarterback who threw for 3,000 yards, playing H-back tight end for the Tyler Apaches. 5 minutes into the second quarter. It's a second down and 12 at the Nittany 24-yard line. TJC going left to right. Jeremiah Crawford, who led Mineola to the state title, is the Apache quarterback. He's got Cameron High in motion. Fakes the handoff to him, and Crawford's got himself a hole, and he's got himself yardage down to the 16-yard line, and there is a real scrum at the end of that play. That's hard on the quarterback. He picked up about 7 more, maybe 8. Tyler will still be left with a third down. They'll need third and about 5 coming up.
Crawford has taken a couple of big hits on this drive alone. He's going to have to take a play off because his helmet came off, but that's a nice run, but again, another big hit.
And another Bronco player down at the end of that hard hit. They're going to mark Crawford at the 15-yard line. It'll be third down and 4, and again, a Nittany player is shaken up. 9:35 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a 30-second break on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
There are two sides to tire buying. There's the fun you who wants crisp handling that puts a smile on your face. And then there's the realist you who needs something with all-season capability and a great mileage warranty. Luckily, there are tires capable of both. Introducing the BF Goodrich and Michelin tires for crossovers, SUVs, and light trucks. Billings Tire and Service has got both sides covered. Billings Tire and Service, 2150 West Grande Boulevard in Tyler, and online at billingstire.net.
This is The Team, 92.1 FM, KRWR Tyler. The Dan Patrick Show, 8 to 11. You're on The Team.
The injured Broncos, the other safety, Josh Kelly, he's being helped off the field. Walking under his own power, but appears to be woozy. It'll be third and 4. Ball's at the 15-yard line. 9:35 in the second quarter here at the stadium. Tyler up 14-0 over at New Mexico Military. Southwest Junior College Football Conference matchup. And the Apaches get next weekend off to rest up. All right, here we go. Crawford's out after losing his helmet, so Augie Diabasi is back in the ball game. He's got Jemerson in motion. Pump fakes, looking and rolling. He can run, too, and he's going to have the first down and more as he slides at the 10-yard line. And that's an Apache first down. Augie DiBiase, the freshman from Ponte Vedra, Florida, runs for it. First down, Apaches, and it should be first and goal.
It is. Great decision by DiBiase.
No, it's the 11. Not quite first and goal. I'm sorry, Kevin.
DiBiase made a good decision to get upfield and also a better decision to get down after he got the first down.
So he got the first down, stays in. Kennedy behind him. First down and 10, Tyler, at the 11-yard line. Up 14-zip. Kennedy sets up to his left, gets the handoff. Kennedy down to the 7, or close to the 7-yard line. Pickoff of 3.5, maybe 4 yards for Trenton Kennedy on first down. Tyler's personality, and teams develop personalities over the course of a year, primarily a running football team, and they've done a good job of it. They're going to give him 3, mark it at the 8, and make it a second down and 7. Down to 8:40 left to go in the second quarter. 3 receivers split toward the wide side of the field, which is the far side. Kennedy in the backfield again. DiBiase with a snap. Straight handoff, Kennedy. Kennedy hits the pile at about the 5-yard line. Somebody's helmet flies off again, and he gets it down near the 5-yard line, maybe after the unpile. We'll see where they actually spot it. but it's going to be a third down at the 5-yard line, 3rd down and 4 at the Nittany 5-yard line.
Big scrum down in the middle of the formation. Not much on the play. Big 3rd down coming up.
So what will the Apaches do? Davion Curtis lines up far side along with Jimerson. And the TJC Apaches send Maurice Wren to the near side. Slot back is Kaner. Running back is Kennedy. Quarterback DiBiase. 3rd and 4, DiBiase looks. DiBiase tucks. DiBiase's going to run, and he made a decision to keep it, and he has to eat it with no gain on the play. It'll be 4th down.
Well, he wanted to hit Wren on a quick slant, but that was covered. So DiBiase basically had to swallow the football.
And the Apaches, it appears, will settle for the field goal try by Blake Patterson, who's 4 of 8 from there this year. His longest has been 34 yards. This would seem to be a makeable 23-yarder for the left-footed Blake Patterson. Bailey is the holder. Near hash, so we'll need to fade this one in. He is a left-footed kicker. And if he makes it, Tyler's up 17-0. Snap, hole, kick on the way, and the kick is good. 7:19. And a flag flies. 7:19 to go in the second quarter. Tyler 17, New Mexico Military nothing. Let's keep it here and see what the penalty flag is about. Probably going to be a personal foul.
There were 2 penalty flags, one much later than the first one, so we'll see if there's a dead ball foul as well.
All right, back in a minute. Tyler up 17-0 on 92.1 FM, the team.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield, NMLS number 210861.
92.1 FM, the team.
17-0 Apaches. Patterson's field goal covered 23 yards, and there was a penalty at the end of that field goal.
Unsportsmanlike against the Broncos, dead ball foul. That'll be assessed on the kickoff.
So that means the Apaches will kick off at midfield.
Yeah, after a 70-yard drive, they had 14 plays and chewed up 6 minutes and 44 seconds. So that's a great drive. Of course, you'd like to finish it with a touchdown, but you'll take the 3 points.
It's been a good night so far for the Tyler offense, but I think even a better one for the defense.
Yeah, defense has gotten it going. They came out and made some plays that forced a turnover on downs, then the turnover, the interception. They both led the score, so your defense has played well.
And again, you'll take a 17-0 lead any day in the week. And so TJC hoped for a touchdown and a 21-0 lead, but that didn't happen. But they do convert the field goal and a 17-0 lead, with Patterson teeing it up at the 50-yard line following the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Nittany on the field goal try. Patterson's big leg, if they choose to kick it out of the back of the end zone, they could be able to do that, or they might squib kick. Let's see what he does. He's going to bang it downfield, and that ball will actually go through the uprights, and so it's out of the back of the end zone. And a touchback for the Broncos with 7:19 to go in the second quarter. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll continue our visits with the fall coaches of Tyler Junior College sports. Steve Clements has a 6-time national championship program at Tyler Junior College in men's soccer. They won 2 in a row, and they're currently ranked number 2 in the nation. They won a match today. And we'll talk to Steve at halftime. It's homecoming, so the Apache Bells and the band have a big show planned tonight. First down at the 25-yard line for the Broncos. Their freshman quarterback, Hardison, appears to stay in the game. 3 receivers out wide to the near side. Far hash mark where they mark the ball, and the running back in the backfield. And the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to pick up about, good yardage upfield as he's pushed from behind all the way to the 34-yard line. That is a 9-yard game on a quarterback keeper. 7 minutes left to go in the quarter. And a 9-yard pickup, 8-yard pickup by their quarterback, Gavin Hardison, who's 6'3", out of Hobbs, New Mexico. 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line. Two receivers split to the near side, plus a slot back that way. And on a 2nd and short, the handoff, and this is Tyreek Campbell. Doesn't get much, but I think he got enough for a first down. Picked up about 4 yards, needed 2. And then gets a push at the end, so when they finally mark him down, I think it's going to be at the 38-yard line. Apache's not able to prevent that 2nd and short, so it'll be first down at the 38-yard line.
Cody Franklin is the new quarterback in for from New Mexico Military, so he's in there this series.
Sophomore from Lehigh, Utah, Cody Franklin, who's had interception problems. Perhaps why he did not start tonight. 3 receivers toward the far side of the field, ball in the middle of the field, and Frampton's going to keep it, and he's going to be stuffed this time. No, he got out of that pile, and he's going to have room out to the 44-yard line. They had him at the line of scrimmage, and somebody hit him hard, knocked him back, and he kept moving, and he's a big kid, too, at 230 pounds, so you're not going to arm tackle him, and so he kept his footing for a 6-yard run.
Apaches have to wrap up, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage just to do.
Okay, took a big shot and kept on moving from the 44, 2nd down 4. Frampton snap. Wants to keep it and nothing doing this time. The exchange that time with Tyreek Campbell never happened. He kept it, and Cody Davis was in the backfield to drop him for a short loss on the play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think that's the 4th time that the quarterback has kept the football. I guess he just comes in to run it, as that's all he's been doing.
So Frampton facing a 3rd and 6 at his own 42-yard line. They go right to left here in the second. We're down to 5:20 to go in the second period. And it's a 4-wide receiver, 1-back set. They go right to left. Frampton out of the shotgun. On a 3rd down and relatively long here. It's a long count. Snap it. Tyler rushes 4. Now the quarterback wants to run, and he won't get there. He is bottled up at the 42-yard line. 5 Apaches take turns beating on the quarterback. Marquise Conchola, who had the interception earlier, was one of those guys.
I think the quarterback called his own number just about every play in that possession. So the Apaches figured that out, that he's going to keep it. He did. It's an easy play for the Apaches. They'll force a punt.
They had a bunch of guys in on that tackle. I'm also going to recognize Stephon Evans, a freshman from Klein, was in there that time, and he helped out. About 5 Apaches got a piece of that. Now the punt, they're going to short snap it, and they're going to try a fake, and they're going to get it upfield to the 50-yard line as they short snap it to midfield, and the fake works. The up back that time was the number 53, Mitchell Pritchard, one of their defensive ends, and that worked. And they have a first down at midfield with 4:18 to go.
Well, the Broncos needed a big play. Nothing much is working here in the first half. Maybe that'll get them going. That's a good call and good execution.
Couple of finals earlier today. Trinity Valley beat Cisco 59-24. They're 3-1. And in the third quarter, NEO leads Navarra 7-3. Kilgore was playing at Texas A&T today in a non-conference game. First down at midfield. 3 receivers set. And Frampton on the pitch. Fred Jackson throws the halfback option downfield, and the ball is caught. Was he inbound? He was. The option pass to the 22-yard line is completed that time to Quantavius Moore.
Well, Dickey was completely fooled on the play. He left the wide receiver wide open. The Apaches are lucky he ran out of bounds after the catch. In fact, the pass pulled him or pushed him out of bounds. Otherwise, it's an easy score.
It's a first down at the 22-yard line, and they're on the move. Frampton, the quarterback, he's got 2 backs in the backfield. It's the 3 wide receiver set. Keep it on the ground, looking to Poulard to bounce it outside, and he does, and then he doesn't. The Apaches finally get him all over him. He got past the first wave, and then it got even worse. K.J. Turner and others were all over him, and they drove him back. They're going to mark this thing at where? They're debating it right now. At about the 26-yard line. That's a loss of 4. Boy, it looked like he lost more than that.
It really did.
Second effort.
A lot of big hits.
They gave him credit basically from where the first hit came. That makes no sense. That ball should be back at about the 30-yard line. Anyway, it's a 2nd and 14 at the Apache 26-yard line. And it's a 3 receiver set again. And they go completely out of the shotgun. The Apaches showing blitz here. And here they come. Rolling out this time, the quarterback downfield. And that ball knocked away. Dickey makes a nice play on the edge. And that pass intended for the little guy over there. Intended for number 4, Kendarius Poulard. And Dickey's third pass breakup of the night, and there's an Apache down on the play.
That's Dickey. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. He actually made a great play, had that one measured, and knocked the ball away.
So Dickey's shaken up, but he's had a nice first half so far for TJC. They've tested him, and so far he has passed the test. It's been a busy half for Eddie McGuire and his training staff. Eddie out there to take a look at Nate Dickey, a sophomore from Huntsville. Jermaine Brealey, again, was a manager here last year. He's the other starting cornerback. He basically gave up a managerial scholarship and walked on, and he's starting at cornerback. Ladarian Hudson is a Chapel Hill Bulldog, and DeArve Brown, a former Paris Dragon, who leads the nation with 5 picks. Tyler has 12 on the season in 6 ball games. Actually 5.5, not quite 5.5 ball games so far. Dickey is up and walking off the field, but banged up that time.
I think he just got the wind knocked out of him, maybe a shot to the ribs, but he is making his way to the sideline.
It'll be a 3rd down and 14 at the Apache 26-yard line for the Broncos. 17-0. The Apaches lead the Broncos. Late second quarter. Near hash, going right to left. 3 receivers split out toward the wide side of the field. Cody Franklin is their quarterback, and a receiver to the short side. Back to pass again. The Apaches blitz. Throws the screen. Almost intercepted. Oh, my goodness. DeTorian Smith almost had the pick. It was in his hands, and he couldn't hold on to it. He's already had a tackle for a loss tonight, and that time not only had he kept the football, he was going to go the other way until they caught him. Maybe he doesn't go 60, but he'd be running right now.
That's interception number 13.
Yeah.
That's an easy pick, but big guy couldn't hold on to it.
This will be a 44-yard field goal try by Tyson. He's already missed from 41 tonight. Let's see if he can make this one. 44-yard field goal try to get New Mexico Military on the board. The kick is on the way, and this one is up, and this one is no good. He hooked that one left. Same thing as a moment ago. Missed from 41, wide left. Missed from 44, wide left. And it's still 17-0 Apaches.
Well, they make nothing of the well-executed fake punt. The Apaches once again keep them scoreless.
And there's a timeout on the field. 2:39 left to play in the second quarter. Back in 30 with Tyler up 17-0 on 92.1 FM, The Team.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Media timeout with 2:39 to go in the second quarter. The Apaches up 17-0. The Broncos have missed a couple of field goals, one from 41, the other from 44. TJC has 2 touchdowns. They got their first one after stopping New Mexico Military on a 4th and short. 2 plays later, a 26-yard pass from DiBiase to Jemerson. And then after an interception returned to the 5-yard line by Conchola, 2 plays later, the Apaches get a running touchdown from Jemerson, and they've added a 23-yard field goal to lead 17-0. They've got the ball back at their own 26-yard line. Crawford is in at quarterback again. Killen is the tight end. Hand the football off to Kennedy, and Kennedy right up the gut that time. Kennedy with a nice hole out to the 35-yard line. 9-yard gain by Trent Kennedy. Nothing fancy about that, just almost a straight I-formation looking run right up the gut that time off the left guard for a 9-yard gain.
Following the offensive line. Nice hole for Kennedy to run through.
So second down and 1 at the 35. Again, Ron Killen is the H-back tight end, and they're going to keep it on the ground. Kennedy looking. Kennedy pounds it out past the 40 for another first down. Kennedy picks up about 8 more to the 43-yard line. So that's an Apache first down. They've got all 3 of their timeouts, Kevin, and 2 minutes to work with.
Plenty of time, and the Apaches, the way they're running the football, they can start using the play-action pass, and that's going to work as well.
Put some more points on the board. They'd feel great about this first half. 17-0 is pretty good. Tight end right. Low snap. Crawford picks it up. It's Kennedy again off the right side. Kennedy pounds it upfield for 4 more. Out to the 47-yard line. Whistle finally blows. And it'll be a 2nd down and 6. Again, the Apaches don't want to be too slow. They don't want to be too casual. We're down to a minute and a half before halftime.
Yeah, they'll have to start throwing the ball a little bit here.
And the Apaches sure are taking a lot of time here right now with a minute 24 left to go. Well, guys, you got to move it a little bit here. Crawford will finally get the play call in. And again, the Apaches again with 3 timeouts left, and I'm guessing they don't want to leave them on the board, do they? And a play action. Crawford looking. He throws down the left side, looking for Bailey, and he's not able to come up with it at the 30-yard line. Back shoulder fade, far side right in front of their bench. And it was on target, but the coverage was pretty good over there by the cornerback, Deuce Turner, and it'll be a 2nd down.
That's great coverage by Turner. And Bailey almost pulled it off. He's made some great tough passes here in the first half, but Turner made a great play.
3rd down and 6. Check that. 3rd and 6 at the 47-yard line. Ball on the near hash. 3 wides. The tight end is Killen again. Ron Killen, a freshman from Wichita Falls. Played left tackle in high school. He can move. He sets up on the left side, and after all that movement,
left guard.
Penalty flag flies, and Tyler will now be faced with a 3rd down and 11 after all that, with a minute 8 to go. So much motion that hard not to flinch occasionally. That's the first time. That may be the first 5-yard walk-off of that type tonight against Tyler. Nimmy has had several of those. But it's 3rd and 11 with a minute 8 left to go here in the first half. Tyler up 17-0. 4 receivers set. Crawford looks. Crawford being blitzed. He throws deep down the left side and way overthrows the intended receiver. That's Davian Curtis, the University of Texas transfer. A wheel route down the far side, and he just didn't get there. That pass was way overthrown.
Yeah, Crawford just launched it. He felt the pressure, felt the blitz coming, and just unloaded the football. And that was not a good series for the Apaches.
It started out promising enough with a couple of first downs, but then it ends on a 3rd and long at the 43-yard line. And it'll be Blake Patterson to kick it away. Nimmy has 3 timeouts left. We got a minute 1 to go before halftime. And so Patterson, again, who's been averaging about 40 yards a kick, will kick it away. Will Jones out there is the up guy trying to make sure to count players, make sure the Apaches have 11. And they do. Daniel Dugan will snap it. And the kick is away. He boots it toward the left side, does a good job of hitting it at the 20, and that ball's going to take a big Tyler roll inside the 5. They let it roll all the way down to the 2 to the 1-yard line and touch it right at the half-yard line. That's about as good as you can do. And Patterson stops and makes a golf swing as if he just hit a 9-iron about 2 inches from the cup. And the guys love it. They all meet him on the side, high-fiving Blake Patterson for an outstanding punt. He angled it away from the return man and hit at the 20 and took a 19-yard roll with about 5 Apaches watching it at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, the Apaches didn't even have to doubt it. That ball just died on its own at the 1-yard line. You cannot do it any better than that.
All right, so Blake Patterson, he's now everybody's hero for the moment as the Broncos line it up at their 1-yard line. I think Frampton's still in at quarterback, and he'll take the snap and run it upfield. He'll pick up yardage out to the 9. We saw last night in the high school game, Tyler Lee not able to punch one in on a 4th and goal at the half-yard line, and their quarterback, Paxton, took it at the 1-yard line on the next play and went 99 yards. Now, Lee won the game, but that maybe in my years, I don't think I've ever seen a 99-yard touchdown run. Or I don't think I've ever called a 99-yard touchdown
right up
run.
the middle, easy run for the quarterback, yeah.
Nimmy took a timeout.
I think the
Apaches took a timeout.
Yeah, they want the ball back. Now, they gave up too much yardage on first down. They'll call a timeout, try to get the ball back.
I mean, not only was that last night, but that was a 99.9-yard touchdown. That was about as far. The butt end of the football was literally touching the goal line.
The butt end.
The butt end.
I like the nose of the ball, but you're probably
well, the nose is going out.
You're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
The stern, how about that? The bow of a ship is the front, the stern is the back. Let's say the stern of the football. How about that? That's a little nicer way to put it, isn't it? All right, it'll be a 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line. Man in motion for Nimmy Fred Jackson. Quarterback keeps it. Frampton's going to run with it. He's going to run right into Will Jones, the Baylor transfer at the 11-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down. Tyler will call another timeout.
They're marking it. Well, at least one official is calling it a first down.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. He got a great spot, but
ball's at the 11. Okay,
yeah,
I guess close enough for government work, right?
Again, the Apaches gave up too much on first down, and that kind of hurt the timeout call.
Okay. Kind of like hand grenades and horseshoes, the old saying goes. I guess they were close enough. They just let them have it. From the 11. So Frampton first down. Now the Apaches with 17 seconds left. Make sure the Broncos don't get a cheap one before halftime. And Frampton's going to keep it on the ground. He's going to be hit by David Hogue. And that should take us to halftime. Tackled at the 13-yard line, and we reach intermission. Good first half for the Apaches in this conference game on homecoming night here at the stadium. It's Tyler 17, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos nothing. On 92.1 FM, the team.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank, where we want to be a part of your winning team. We appreciate the value of loyal fans who always support their team. And at Citizens First, you will always talk to a real person who knows your name and is willing to assist you with any of your banking needs. Our team includes a reliable staff that is ready to put you first. From personal and business online banking to remote deposit capture, we offer the latest in new account technology that will keep you and your business in the game and save you valuable time. Come and see what it's like to do business with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we'll help you score a touchdown and put points on your financial scoreboard.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
At Tyler Ford, we know the best time for you to buy a car or truck is when you're ready. That's why we never have gimmicky sales or mail you a scratch off that tells you you won either a car, a TV, or a coffee maker. We discount our vehicles every day of the month, so we're always ready when you're ready. Our job is to get you every discount we can so you can save as much as possible. And with the largest inventory in East Texas, we have the right model with the right equipment that's right for you. And if for some reason we don't have it, we'll get it for you. But what if there's some aftermarket equipment you're wanting? Let us customize your truck with our full line of lift kits, custom wheels, and tires and accessories. Our advantage over the aftermarket is our customized trucks are covered under your new factory warranty. And the cost, it can be included in the financing. So if the time is right for you, the right place for you is Tyler Ford. I'm David Irwin. We're Tyler Ford, and we are the real deal.
92.1 FM, the team.
Kevin Simon back at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. Halftime. It's homecoming night here at the stadium for the Apaches. They lead New Mexico Military 17-0. DJC's defense created the first two opportunities. They had a fourth down stop early on, turned that into a 26-yard touchdown pass from Augie DiBiase to Demius Jimerson. And the second time around, it was an interception by a defensive lineman who set him up for an 8-yard touchdown run by Jimerson, 14-0 in the second quarter. They had a 23-yard Blake Patterson field goal. At halftime, it's the Apache 17 and the Broncos nothing on 92.1 FM, the team.
Whenever you see wood on the exterior of your home, Bullard Siding can replace it with vinyl that'll save you money and make your home last longer.
Wood is almost constant maintenance. It really is.
That's Chris Chambliss of Bullard Siding in Tyler.
You don't have that issue at all with the vinyl. It doesn't rot at all. I mean, and it's UV stable. You're not going to have any problem with fading or anything like that. You don't ever have to paint it.
Bullard Siding brings more than 70 years of experience to the job of improving your home.
We've been installing siding since there's basically been a vinyl siding. You know, the guys that we have do our work are second to none. We don't let just anybody work on a house. And there's some fairly small things that add up to make a really good job. We try to go the extra mile to make sure that everything is done to the standards that I would want my own house done to.
For vinyl siding products that will make your home look better and last longer, let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years of East Texans taking care of other East Texans. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
It's a homecoming halftime show at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. The Apaches are playing New Mexico Military tonight. And, of course, it's fall football season, but it's also fall for volleyball and especially for men's and women's soccer. At Tyler Junior College last week, we talked about the women's soccer program. Tonight, let's focus on the men's team. And Steve Clements, the head coach of the Apaches, the two-time defending national champions. 16 years for Steve. Steve, you've been 16 years at Tyler. You've won 6 national championships and had 2 runner-ups. I guess, to say the least, it's been a fun ride with the Apaches, has it not?
Well, no question. It's it all kind of got it goes in cycles. I always say, Bill, but we've been in a good cycle since about '09. So, but been very competitive and had some great players come through there. So.
How about recruiting? Just talk about in general terms about that balance of trying to get a few local kids, and then I know you guys do great work internationally. How do you balance all that out?
Well, Wayne Hall kind of handles all of our he handles most of our recruiting, really all of it. Of course, the one thing about it, whoever's at our place, we've been doing it so long now, 26, 27 years in junior college. We've just got so many old players that want to send us players. We have so many Division I contacts that want to send us players, and we really don't have to get out as much as we used to. Nowadays, they kind of, we just know so many people, that know what we need and want and the level of player that it takes, and it's really gotten better. But Wayne stays on top of every bit of that. I mean, there's not a player that comes through there that we hadn't watched the video, we haven't seen them play or live or whatever. We'll hit a couple of big tournaments a year, and you can see most of the country in a couple of spots, really, to be honest with you, and in our sport. And so, we hit the highlight tournaments, and we hit the video hard, and piece it together. I'll tell you what, too, Bill, we have a lot of little brothers and cousins, and it's amazing how many of those, we've been doing it so long that we have all kinds of people come through there that, had played there and want their buddy or their relative to come through as well. So.
Where are the soccer hotbeds? Where do you recruit from?
Well, we'll go, there'll be a couple of the academy showcases. The academies are, all your professional teams now have academies at their clubs, just like FC Dallas. They have the FC Dallas Academy. And so players that they are looking at to try to bring up are in their academy. Well, there are academy showcases, and you'll hit those, and, you'll see really most of the top players in the country will be at those. And because that's what a lot of the elite players are really doing at this point. But there are also a lot of tournaments. And, of course, Dallas is a great place to go because it's arguably as good a recruiting area as there is, just because there's so many teams come in there for so many tournaments. So it's we're lucky. Phoenix and St. Louis and Dallas, those are some of the cities. Orlando, those are some of the cities that you can hit and see a lot of people at once.
Who are the players that have stood out for you this year?
Well, it's an interesting group. It's 18 freshmen this time, so it's a little different crowd. We graduated that crop that won back-to-back titles, so they're all gone now. So it's a new bunch, and we're kind of having to refine ourselves at this point. And but they're showing progress, and things are getting better, I think, every day. And I don't know that I can. Some of those sophomores probably ahead of the game right now. Musa, it's a South African young man. We got Frida, the center back, and a couple of our goalkeepers and whatnot. I mean, but it's mostly freshmen that are doing a lot of things right now. Jacob at right back, all those. The sophomores are kind of in the back right now, so that's a good place to have experiences in your back.
Is East Texas a good recruiting area?
It is, and again, it's finding the right person in the right spots. You got to have a need for the position. So, you're sitting there with a sophomore that plays left back, say, for example, and the really good player locally is left back or whatever. You don't need that, and you're limited on the amount of money you've got to, to recruit with and whatnot. So it all kind of has to piece together. You get, in our deal, it's pretty positionalized, so it's, that's kind of where we are.
Steve Clements is the head men's soccer coach at Tyler Junior College. The Apaches currently, as we tape this interview, ranked number 2 in the nation, and their next home game is coming up on Friday night at Pat Hartley Field. We'll continue to talk some soccer with the head coach of the Apache soccer team, the 2-time defending national champion, Steve Clements. It's halftime tonight at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. We continue after this timeout.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Vehicle technology is advancing at a blistering pace, and after a collision, correctly repairing those vehicles has become just as advanced. Now more than ever, your choice for collision repair directly impacts the future safety and quality of your vehicle. For those reasons and many more, choose Davis Green Paint and Body. Committed to this economic community for over 65 years and equally committed to the highest standards of vehicle repair. And most importantly, your safety. Davis Green Paint and Body. You're driving home their reputation.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Halftime at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. TJC celebrating homecoming this week, and tonight the Apaches are playing New Mexico Military in a conference game. It's certainly one of the big fall sports, but the other fall sports at TJC are the very successful men's and women's soccer programs. The Apache men's soccer coach is Steve Clements, and they've won back-to-back national titles. In his 16 years, they've won 6 of them and have been runner-up twice. They're currently, as we tape this interview, ranked number 2 in the nation. Steve, let's talk about your background. You came to Tyler from junior college in Meridian, Mississippi. Give us a rundown of how you came to be at TJC.
Well, I was at Meridian Community College for 9 seasons, and Tyler had started hosting, Pat Hartley Complex. That field was, facility was built in 99. In fact, we played on it the first year. We would have been one of the first games on that field, actually, in 99, because they were still working on the bleachers when we played there. And we came in and played. Well, that's about the time Tyler in 2000 started hosting the national tournament. So our team finished. We won the title in 2000. Well, at that time, John Peterson and Tim Drain, they were all up in New Jersey because they were already making plans to host the 2001 tournament. Of course, our team did well in that tournament, and then our team did well in. I'm take that back. We finished 3rd in '99 when they would have seen us in Jersey, and then in 2000 it was the first tournament in Tyler, and we were lucky enough to win that tournament, and then we came back the following year and finished 3rd. So, we were on a pretty good run over there at Meridian. And so when Pete Jones, Dr. Jones, retired here, we were just kind of in the right place at the right time. We were doing well at the right time. And I knew, looking at Tyler, what a good place I felt like, Tyler could be. It's just, such a beautiful campus and beautiful school, and it just, it's got a history of good athletics, so it just seemed like a great place. And so when this job came open, it was certainly one I was interested in, and fortunately enough for me, John and Tim were interested in me, so it worked out pretty good.
I'm sure you're pretty bullish on the future of soccer in this country, right?
Yeah. I mean, we are growing. The sport is definitely growing. Of course, in youth sports, it's number one, by far. And but it's growing, and obviously, the MLS is doing a good job of marketing, and those stadiums are getting more and more full. But and sometimes, sometimes in our sport, you say, soccer's always turning the corner, and sometimes it turns so many corners it might be going in circles. But it is, sometimes it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or whatever. But it definitely is growing, and it's getting there, and I think it'll continue to grow.
Apache soccer coach Steve Clements is with us. So let's talk about the playoffs. This October is coming up, and that's really your final month of the regular season, and then you go into the playoffs. So talk to us about, how the playoffs are formatted and, of course, winning the whole ball of wax. How does that all work?
Well, this year is a year that, we're in a district. Obviously, you're in your region, Region 14. There's 8 teams in the immediate, in Region 14 that play soccer in the conference, and those 8 teams will send their top 2 teams at the end of the, at the end of the regular season. We'll seed out a region tournament, and then the region tournament top 2 would advance this year. We're still in the alternating system where every other year a certain area of the country can send 2 teams. Kind of like volleyball's doing and whatnot. So at the end of the day, we've got this is a chance that 2 can go out of the area. We're combined up with Mississippi, so really what would happen is our Texas number 1 would host Mississippi, Louisiana. They would host their number 2, and our number 2 team would end up traveling to Mississippi or Louisiana to play their winner. So, and then those 2 winners would advance to the national tournament. Now, the national tournament is 12 teams in 4 pools of play. 4 3-team brackets, and it becomes bracket play at that point. You have to win your bracket, and if you do that, you get to the semis and finals. So it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It takes 7 games to win a national title once you start the playoff run.
Where's the national tournament going to be this year?
This year's in Daytona Beach. So
okay.
It's one of the ones you definitely would want. Well, you always want to make it, but it sounds a little more appealing than some of the ones we've been to. So, I hope we get there.
Well, certainly a winning tradition, and just trying to. It's always you have to work at it to stay on top. I'll just wrap it up like this. Just talk about staying on top and being what you've been.
Well, that's the hardest part because it's we laugh all the time. All these young ones keep coming in, and everybody. It's obviously the league gets more and more competitive every year, and our rules are such now, that you're recruiting younger guys than we used to back in the day, and so everybody's 18, 19 now. So, pretty much everybody you play is about the same age, and everybody's the same. You're recruiting the same pool of people, so it is more competitive, and it's harder probably to stay up there. But luckily we got there, and so far we managed to stay there. So, again, we're at a great place, though. We have a great administration at Tyler Junior College, great school, and from our training staff, our assistant staff has been with me a while now. All those guys, 2 of them played for me, and then Derek's been here for about 4 national championships, our goalkeeper coach. So, and then Wayne Hall does, he's our number 1 assistant, and Casey Osborne played for me, and he played at St. John's, and then he's back, getting into coaching now with us. So great staff, great place, and, glad to be here.
And the Pat Hartley Field Friday night's the next home game for the Apaches as they get into the final month of the fall soccer season. That's Apache head soccer coach Steve Clements there, a back-to-back national champion looking to three-peat this year. It's halftime. TJC and New Mexico Military.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
At Tyler Ford, we know the best time for you to buy a car or truck is when you're ready. That's why we never have gimmicky sales or mail you a scratch-off that tells you want either a car, a TV, or a coffee maker. We discount our vehicles every day of the month, so we're always ready when you're ready. Our job is to get you every discount we can so you can save as much as possible. And with the largest inventory in East Texas, we have the right model with the right equipment that's right for you. And if for some reason we don't have it, we'll get it for you. But what if there's some aftermarket equipment you're wanting? Let us customize your truck with our full line of lift kits, custom wheels, and tires and accessories. Our advantage over the aftermarket is our customized trucks are covered under your new factory warranty. And the cost, it can be included in the financing. So if the time is right for you, the right place for you is Tyler Ford. I'm David Irwin. We're Tyler Ford, and we are the real deal.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank, where we want to be a part of your winning team. We appreciate the value of loyal fans who always support their team. And at Citizens First, you will always talk to a real person who knows your name and is willing to assist you with any of your banking needs. Our team includes a reliable staff that is ready to put you first. From personal and business online banking to remote deposit capture, we offer the latest in new account technology that will keep you and your business in the game and save you valuable time. Come and see what it's like to do business with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we'll help you score a touchdown and put points on your financial scoreboard.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Time, Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium in Tyler, where the Apaches lead the Broncos from New Mexico Military 17-0. The teams are out getting ready for quarter number 3. It is the homecoming night here at TJC, and a great job by the Apache Band and Bells. And our buddy Phil Hicks from the Tyler Morning Telegraph has some first half numbers.
Well, the Apaches outgained New Mexico Military 189-153. The Apaches have 80 rushing, 109 passing, and 8 first downs, while the Broncos have 153 passing, 49 rushing for 104 and 10 first downs. The TJC's leading rusher, 33 yards, 7 carries, is Kennedy. DiBiase is 4 of 7 for 80 yards passing. Crawford is 3 of 6 for 29 yards passing. Jimerson has caught a pass for 26. Bailey is the leading receiver, 3 catches for 40. For New Mexico Military, Jackson is the leading passer and the leading rusher. 3 rushes, 26 yards, 1 pass, completion for 27 yards. And that's pretty much a wrap on the stats.
The difference in the game, partly the interception by the Apaches and the 4th down stop early on, which set up the 2 Jimerson touchdowns, one a touchdown reception, the other a touchdown run, and the field goal. So TJC has the lead. And the other scores from around the league: Kilgore defeated Texas A&T 45-0. NEO leads Navarro 7-6 at the end of the third quarter. And earlier today, Trinity Valley defeated Cisco. We'll double-check that score for you here in just a moment, but it was a fairly lopsided ball game, so the Apaches will, if they win tonight, remain tied atop the league standings. They would be 3-1. Trinity Valley is also 3-1, but the Apaches beat the Cardinals, so they would own a tiebreaker.
Yeah. So nice wins for the Apaches, especially on that road for Trinity Valley. But yeah, the Apaches have set themselves in good position if they can finish this one off.
And again, TJC won the toss and deferred, so Tyler would have the football start the third quarter, and it's a big drive to take a huge step toward winning this game against a good New Mexico Military team. Not terribly explosive offensively, but a hard-hitting, hard-playing group taken at the 5-yard line by Jimerson. Upfield to the 20, Jimerson gets it out to the 24-yard line. And so the Apaches will start this drive from near the 25-yard line, about where they would have been had they taken a touchback, or very close to it, maybe a yard short of that. So as they mark this thing down at approximately the 24-yard line, we'll see who starts the second half at quarterback. It's going to be DiBiase again. He and Jeremiah Crawford splitting time. Andrew Fernandez, the freshman from El Paso, who led the win over Trinity Valley, suffered a shoulder injury in that game and has not played since. They're hoping to maybe have him available for the NEO game in 2 weeks. But DiBiase has Trent Kennedy in the backfield, and on first down the 24-yard line, the Apaches want to keep it on the ground, and Kennedy's going to take it right. He's going to break a tackle and pick up 5 yards. Out near the 30-yard line. A little slow to get up. He went right down, got hit hard, and one of their big linemen fell on him. Yeah. And Kennedy's a little slow to get up. He's being helped to his feet by Alex Castillo, one of the Tyler offensive lineman. That's a pickup of 5 yards, second down 5.
Oliver Charles Pierre fell on him, and I knew once he fell on him, Kennedy would be slow to get up. Pierre's 330 pounds.
Olivier Charles Pierre was suspended for the first half of this game, so he's playing here in the second half. Big number 99 being highly recruited, I'm told, by their PR staff. Second down and 5 at the 29-yard line. Going right to left here. The Apaches are going to have to block him. And after all that, Tyler, I think, not happy with the alignment. They call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 14:04 to go here in the third. Tyler leads at 17-0. We're back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
92.1 FM, the Team.
We're less than a minute into the third quarter. TJC facing a 2nd and 5. They've got the ball at their own 29-yard line, leading the Mimi Broncos, New Mexico Military, out of Roswell, New Mexico. So Roswell, I've never been to Roswell, I don't think. It's the home of Area 51,
yeah,
right? The Flying Saucers.
Eventually, we have to make that trip.
Yeah. There's aliens in Roswell, New Mexico. Right. Second down and 5 at the 29-yard line. DiBiase looking to throw it. He's going to dump it upfield, and he overthrows on the run an open receiver again. Justin Bailey running up the near side. He ran out of the pocket. And when he sails one, he really sails it. There's no question about it. That thing was 5 yards over the head of Justin Bailey, and it'll be third down.
And it's not an easy pass to make, but if he hits Bailey, Bailey probably scores. I mean, he's open, pretty much uncovered.
Yanagi has, at best, been a 50% passer this year. Good runner. Man, can be a playmaker. 3rd and 5, looking to throw again. Now he's going to run with it, and he's going to have the first down, I think, upended at about the 34-yard line. He tucked it and ran with it, and depending on where the spot of the football is, I think that's a Tyler first down. If it's not, they got cheated. No, that is a first down. I was going to say, you never know. I mean, sometimes you can get a bad spot, but the crew did a good job that time, and Tyler deserved a first down because I thought they had it. And they do at the 34-yard line. Out of the shotgun again, a 4-wide, 1-back set. This time they play without a tight end. And they line up Curtis and Bailey wide to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. DiBiase, pump fake near side. He's going to run with it again, and DiBiase out to the 40. Now past the 40 near the 41-yard line. Picked up 7 on that running play for DiBiase.
That's a good decision by DiBiase. I don't think it's a designed pump fake. He wanted to hit the receiver on a receiver slip screen, but that was covered, so a good decision to bring the ball down and get upfield.
Cameron High checks out. Jacob Kaner, the H-back, checks in. So the Apaches play with 3 receivers and a tight end. Lined up about 2 steps behind the right tackle, Castilla. And they've got Cavante Jackson in as a running back. On a second down, handoff to Jackson. Stutter steps, looking to get to the edge, and does not. Heck of a play coming up from his safety position that time. Strong safety, Enoch McConzo, a Canadian, cuts down Cavante Jackson, and he loses yardage on the play, and now it'll be third down.
That's a great open field tackle. Nice job. You can't do it any better than that. That's well done.
Deion Collins checks in. Tyler with a third down and about 5.5. They lost about a half a yard on that play. Third down, 3 receivers split toward the wide side, toward the opposite side of the field. And Curtis is the lone guy lined up along the Tyler sideline. Jackson in the backfield, DiBiase with a snap, blitz coming. DiBiase hit as he throws up the far side, and he throws it to Cameron High, who goes up high to bring it down. The former Jacksonville Indian makes the catch at midfield, but there's a penalty flag there.
I think that's roughing the pass. That's a nice job by High to go up and catch a high pass. But I think this is a roughing the passer call against the Broncos.
Yeah, let's see what Dwayne Elliott says. No, blocking,
chop
block against Tyler. They'll wipe out that first down. $17-0 Apaches. This has not been the offensive show that we saw here 2 weeks ago when the Apaches played Devera. Two teams combined for 100 points that night.
Now, this game is closer to the game that these two teams played last season, 17-14. The Apaches actually had a touchdown lead at halftime and found a way to lose that game last season.
3rd and 20 at the 24-yard line. Dangerous territory with an empty backfield. Let's see if DiBiase tries to throw it deep or maybe set up a screen pass. Let's see. He's going to run with it. DiBiase is going to take it upfield to the 30. He'll get 6 back, and that's not nearly enough. And a designed run, perhaps. It certainly looked that way from up here. Net some yardage to the 31, but Tyler will be forced to punt with 11:50 to go. This game is not in the bag yet. They have a 17-0 lead, but just observing from up here, this team seems to have a little more spark when Crawford's in the game right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about it. The Apaches have to get the offense back on track.
It's 4th and 12. And Blake Patterson standing at the 17-yard line to kick it away. It's a nice spiral kick. Taken at the 29-yard line by Campbell, and a big hit downfield. Maurice Wren, who was the gunner on the play, was there when the ball arrived, timed his hit perfectly, and Campbell never had a chance. Great punt and even better coverage by Apache Maurice Wren, who nails Campbell at the 27-yard line.
That's a great job in punt coverage. As you mentioned, the Apaches have gotten better in that area.
Campbell had fumbled the 2 earlier punts, had recovered both. They fumbled 4 times tonight, picked every one of them up. But they also threw an interception that Tyler turned into a touchdown. And who's the quarterback? Is that 8 or 2? It's either Frampton or Hardison at quarterback, and they put Jackson in motion. And it's going to be Hardison, I think, with a run uphill. Both these quarterbacks like to run the football. He'll take it out to the 31-yard line. Picked up about 3.5, maybe 4 yards on the play. No, that's going to be Frampton.
Yeah,
still
that's all
game.
he does is run. I mean, it's the one design run after another for Frampton. He doesn't do anything else but run the football.
2nd and 6. Give him 4 yards to the 31-yard line. 3 receivers set. The Apaches protecting a 17-0 lead. Their defense pitching a shutout, trying to keep it that way. 2 running backs in the backfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Handoff for about 3, and the Apaches not able to put Campbell on the ground, and he's still running. Campbell fumbles the ball to an Apache. Finally, they lose one after a 5th fumble, and the Apaches get it back. Campbell fighting for extra yards at the 40-yard line, had the ball jarred loose by DeTorian Smith, and the Apaches come away with it. They have first down inside the 45-yard line.
That's a good play or a good break for the Apaches as the running back had broken a few tackles and found a way to get beyond the first down marker before he fumbled that ball. Good break for the Apaches.
Second, Nimi turnover, 5th fumble, and the Apaches recover. First down at the 43-yard line, and TJC sends out Jeremiah Crawford, the sophomore from Mineola. 3 receivers set, hand the ball off. Cavante Jackson spins inside the 40-yard line. Tripped up but spun out of it and kept his balance and managed to fall forward to one official pointing at the 37, the other one at the 39. That's going to be a 4-yard gain to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, you take that on first down. 4 yards a pop will get you a first down.
10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The Apaches 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line. Killen H-back to the left side this time, along with Davian Curtis, who lines up that way. Ball on the near hash. 2 receivers wide right, and Cavante Jackson in the backfield. Crawford hands it to him off right tackle, and he picks up 2 more to the 37. Well defended that time by the Nimi Broncos, including Ben Amuye, who made the tackle after a 2-yard gain. That'll make it a 3rd down and 4.
I get the feeling the Apaches are in 4-down territory. If they don't convert here, I think they go for it on 4th down.
3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. This time Killen is the H-back, and Devontae Jackson stays in on a 3rd and 4. Snap the football. Crawford hands it to Jackson, and he bangs it down inside the 35. That's not enough. So we'll find out if your theory's right. He picked up 2 more. It'll be 4th and 2 at the Nimi 35-yard line.
Yeah, they'll keep the offense out there. This is proper. This is the right call. It's too far for a field goal, too close to punt. Go ahead and try to convert.
And their defense is playing well.
There you go.
4th and 2 at the 35-yard line. Need to pick this up. Just play keep away, and I like Crawford in the ball game right now. Again, he can run, and he's an excellent ball faker. So what will the Apaches call here? As they get the play in, Killen's in, 3 receivers, Jackson, shotgun, 4th and 2 at the 35-yard line. Apache snap the football. It's a keeper by Crawford, and he's got the 1st down. He's got a touchdown. 10-5 touchdown Apaches. 35 yards, Jeremiah Crawford. That was a beautiful fake. Penalty flags fly at the end of the play. Hopefully that won't wipe out the touchdown. It's going to be double personal fouls, I think. But I think the TJC Apaches just got a 35-yard touchdown.
That's a great read by Crawford on the zone read to pull that ball out of there and get upfield. He goes untouched on his way to the end zone.
35-yard scoring run by Jeremiah Crawford. Just like he did in Mineola.
Well, that's that spark you talked about that Crawford provides.
Again, the personal fouls, did you see who they were on?
I think it's offsetting.
Offsetting. And the Apaches will line up to make it a 24-0 ball game. And the way their defense is playing, 24-0 looks pretty good right now midway through the 3rd quarter, Kevin. We'll see if Blake Patterson can knock this one through. It would be 24-0. Apaches over the Broncos. You feel good about this lead?
I do. I mean, it's, the defense, as you mentioned, has played well.
Again, the left-footed kicker, Bailey the holder, kicks good. 8:27 to go in the 3rd. Tyler 24, New Mexico Military nothing on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just 1/3 the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield NMLS number 210861.
This is The Team, 92.1 FM, KRWR Tyler. Sports Talk with Bill Coates, 4 to 6. You're on The Team.
Bill Coates and Kevin Simon, the Apaches recover a fumble at the 43-yard line, and on a 4th and 2, Jeremiah Crawford, the quarterback, excellent fake to Jackson, keeps it for 35 yards in the touchdown. And I was wrong about the personal fouls. That must have been on Nimi. Tyler's going to kick off at midfield.
Yeah, I was wrong as well. I thought it was offsetting, but during the commercial break, I noticed that they'd called it on the Broncos. That's a 4-play, 43-yard drive, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Crawford with a great run, a good read on his own read.
I believe that's the 3rd personal foul penalty, I believe, tonight against Nimi. And the 2nd time it's happened on a touchdown play, where Tyler gets to kick off from midfield. Blake Patterson has it teed up at midfield. Tyler up 24-0. Kick is away, and he booms this one through the uprights and out the back of the end zone. Tyler will force Nimi to take the ball on a touchback at the 25-yard line. Talking to their PR man, Jeff Gunn, earlier today. He's on this trip. They also have a high school. So they are a high school and a 2-year military-style academy, if you will, college in Roswell. Many of the students live on campus. So they had a high school game last night in New Mexico.
Right.
And he got up and flew here today. So team came in yesterday. First down, Nimmy at their own 25-yard line. They go left to right. Frampton has 3 receivers in the formation and a running back, Poulard. They fake the handoff. They do hand it to him, and he is in big trouble. Poulard tried to go outside, and he ran into Chandler Ferguson, who's a very sure tackler in the Tyler middle linebacker. Had Poulard dead to rights before he could ever get any ground going. He loses 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 15.
Still a lot of football left to be played, but I feel good about the lead because this Bronco offense is not a big play, quick strike offense.
Ferguson came in as the second leading tackler, 41 tackles. He has 2 interceptions and a touchdown on a pick 6 this year. And on the second down, Frampton will keep it, and he doesn't get much. The Apaches rock his world at the 23-yard line. Looked like Will Jones was in on that tackle along with Shannon Davis. Now check that. Also in on that play for the Apaches was Chris Sanders, and they stood him up and body slammed him.
Yeah, the Broncos at the bottom of the conference in yards per game at 281 and points per game at 25.
3rd and 12 at the 23-yard line. 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Poulard in the backfield looking to throw. Stands, throws, ball completed. That's a first down upfield to the 37-yard line. Did the ball get jarred loose? No. Great catch. In traffic that time. Got to give the kid credit. Mikel Aikens got plastered at the end of that. But he gets yardage to the 38-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a great catch and a huge first down. The Broncos absolutely need that.
And so they get it at their own 38. We're down to 7 minutes to go in the third. Far side to short side, they go left to right here in the third quarter. Poulard takes the handoff, 3 yards, 4 yards, and a cloud of broken up tire dust on these carpeted fields now.
Yeah, I was wondering where you're going to go with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's basically what they do. It's ground up tires is what they put in among the green fake grass on these. It's real soft surface, so you look at it from ground level, you can see that stuff popping up every time somebody runs the ball. 2nd and 6. Fake the handoff. Frampton's going to keep it, and Frampton's going to run into Ladarian Hudson, the Tyler nickelback. He fooled nobody that time. Hudson nailed him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Not the most creative offense. Again, Frampton, he carries the football just about every snap if he's not handing it off.
You got 2 running teams here, and so we're down to less than 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 3rd down and 6 at the 42-yard line. This offense is not built to come back from 24 to nothing. At least it doesn't appear that way. 2 backs, 3 receivers, play action fake, back to pass, dumps it up the left side and throws it away to nobody. Tyler had big pressure coming right up the gut that time, including the middle linebacker Chandler Ferguson. And the quarterback had to throw it away. It'll be 4th and 6, and the Apaches continue to put zeros up on the board for their offense. 5:42 to go in the third, and New Mexico Military with a 4th and 6. Now, they did a fake punt in the first half that worked. So the Apaches will have to be mindful of that. They have nothing to lose at this point. We'll see if they try it again. Looking for something. No, they'll snap it to the punter, and it looks like he's going to kick it away. It takes Bailey all the way back to about the, he lets it drop at the 11, and it'll be fielded at the 15-yard line. Or downed at the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. Bailey waving his arms as if to fair catch the ball. It went over his head, hit at the 11, and took a big backspin before New Mexico Military downed it. And so they're going to mark it at the 16-yard line, and that's where the Apaches are going to start with 5:30 to go.
It's a good decision by Bailey to get away from that football. You see guys fumble it after trying to run it down. That's a good decision.
Looks like a media timeout here momentarily. We'll tell you that next Friday night here on the team, you and I will be in Mesquite, Texas. Lee will play North Mesquite, district game number 2. John Tyler will be at home at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. I think it's Wiley East here. The Apaches will have next weekend off. 2 weeks from tonight, they will play a 6 o'clock game in Miami, Oklahoma.
One of our favorite places.
One of our favorite spots.
Far northeast corner.
We're quite fond of the Denny's in McAllister,
right.
Oklahoma.
We love that spot.
Yes. Great late night spot after the game.
Something different every time you go there.
Every time you go there. You go there late enough. End of a hard night of partying.
Yes,
some of those
sir.
Okies get kind of wild in the old Denny's there in McAllister. They're an interesting group.
To say the least.
Yeah. I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee.
Yeah, we stick out like a sore thumb.
We do. Yeah, we do. A couple of nerds from Texas, right? Just minding their own business, trying to get just want some pancakes at 1 o'clock in the morning. First down at the 16-yard line. Jeremiah Crawford, the quarterback for the Apaches, and Tyler moves immediately. The left tackle, Dimitri Jordan, started before anybody was even close to ready. So that'll put the Apaches behind the chains. Must have been that interview I did with him on Tuesday that threw him off this week. Because
he was long gone, right?
Long gone.
Yeah, he was long gone. He was almost to the other side of the formation.
1st and 15. Guess the snap count was 3. He thought it was 1, right? Something like that. 1st and 15. The Apaches back at the 11-yard line. Snap it to Crawford. Handoff. Devontae Jackson bounces it upfield off right tackle to the 13-yard line. Picked up a yard. Well, they might give him 2. Yeah, they're going to give him the 13. Give him 2 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 13. And another Bronco is down. They've had a number of players who've been shaken up tonight. And so while the training staff comes out, this Bronco pounds his fist on the ground as if
Quantavian Kendrick.
He might really be hurt.
Yeah.
While they're attending to him, let's take a 30-second break. Tyler leads at 24-0 back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM, The Team.
Vehicle technology is advancing at a blistering pace, and after a collision, correctly repairing those vehicles has become just as advanced. Now more than ever, your choice for collision repair directly impacts the future safety and quality of your vehicle. For those reasons and many more, choose Davis Green Paint and Body. Committed to this economic community for over 65 years and equally committed to the highest standards of vehicle repair. And most importantly, your safety. Davis Green Paint and Body. You're driving home their reputation.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Good news for Nimi, their big defensive lineman, being helped off the field. Quintavian Kendrick is being assisted, favoring a leg. Looks like he's putting a little weight on it, but I don't think we're going to see him again tonight. 5:14 left to go. Tyler up 24-0. 2nd and 13 for the Apaches at their own 13-yard line. At this point, if Tyler can play mistake-free football, I think it's going to be awfully hard for Nimi to come back here. They do not appear to have the big strike offense.
They really don't. And the Apaches just, you don't. If you can score, you absolutely want to do that, but just don't turn the ball over and give the Broncos anything.
Well, the play clock's at 22. We're down to 4:55 to go in the third quarter. Tyler faces a 2nd and 13 at the 13. They still need to keep attacking,
right?
But judiciously. How about that? This is the point where you don't want mistakes to give these guys life. Pistol shotgun, and there was a problem at the line of scrimmage, and that ball came out of there and never made it to the quarterback. Whistles blowing, and were they offsides?
I'm not sure what happened on the play. Looks like there's a penalty flag.
It never made it to the quarterback.
It's against. Yeah, that's a little bit of a break for the Apaches. The flag is on them, but at least they'll keep possession of the football.
This is one ugly series.
Yeah,
it takes
really
it back to the 8th. That's the second 5-yard walk-off against Tyler. I'm not sure what happened that time. The ball, we can't see from up here if it hit the leg of a guard.
Yeah, it almost seems like the center hit his own leg while trying to snap the ball.
And it'll roll back there. Right. Tyler's lucky that wasn't a turnover. 2nd and long. And Crawford's going to hand off to Jackson. Goes outside 15. Jackson 20, 25, 30. Jackson's gone. Oh, my. To the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, the 5, touchdown. That's a 92-yard run by Jackson on a 2nd and long. Wow.
And that's the way you do it, and that ought to put this game away. Now, still plenty of time, but that's a great job to overcome those penalties Backed up against their own end zone. Great blocking. And Jackson's able to turn the corner.
Unbelievable. That started out like a simple handoff to try to get some yardage on a 2nd and 18. And once he got to the 20, they had nobody in front of him. And Jackson can run, and he did. Yeah, 92 yards. Extra point makes it a 31-0 lead for the Apaches. 4:15 to go in the third. The Apaches in command against the Broncos on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
Wherever you see wood on your home, Bullard Siding can help you save money and make your home last longer.
The eaves, the overhangs, the sidewalls, the gables, any place you see paint or wood.
That's Clay Chambliss, owner of Bullard Siding.
The benefits of siding are pretty amazing. You don't have to fool with it anymore. Once you put it up, you're pretty well finished. It's going to eliminate the need for the painting or reduce any potential wood rot. If it's properly installed, the rain will never get to it.
Vinyl siding products for the exterior of your home have the look and feel of wood.
Vinyl siding is not just vinyl siding. Now, you've got a lot of different cedar shakes. You have stone-appearing products that are surrealistic. The cedar, you can put your hand on and think you're going to get a splinter. It's that realistic. Lifetime warranties, as far as the weatherability, is just tremendous compared to paint.
Let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years, serving Tyler and East Texas. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
92.1 FM, the Team.
Wow, 92-yard touchdown run by Cavante Jackson, 31-0 Apaches.
Apaches able to overcome a couple of penalties, an 84-yard scoring drive, 2 plays, a minute and 15 seconds. Jackson with a long run.
Included 2 false start penalties and was just ugly until he got outside, and the kickoff is away, and it'll be another touchback. And the Broncos will start at the 25-yard line. I mean, that was an ugly series. Yeah. There were 2 5-yard walk-offs and not much going, and then they hand the ball off to Jackson. And once he got about 8 yards upfield and got to the 20, it was over. He threw it in 5th gear. I'm not even sure he knew he could. Well, I bet he did, but I'm not sure the Apaches knew he had a 5th gear like that, and it was in overdrive from the 30 on in.
They did a great job, first of all, to turn the corner and stay in bounds and turn it back inside and upfield with a great burst of speed.
Last night we saw a 99-yard touchdown run. Tonight we saw a 92. Wow. It's first and goal anywhere on the field, right? 31-0 Apaches. And that's a big, big hole for the Broncos to climb out of. Send a man in motion across the formation, and a whistle blows before the snap of the football.
Delay a game.
And delay a game against the offense.
Yeah, they're just out of sorts now offensively. Again, this is not a great offense to begin with, but they're really hurting themselves.
So Tyler's looking at a 3-1 record. By the way, NEO won tonight, 10-9 over the Navarro Bulldogs. So Blinn, which was off tonight, 1 loss. Trinity Valley and Tyler each with 1 loss. Play action fake. Looks, throws upfield. That ball is caught, and then they strip it away from him, incomplete. That ball was in the hands of the receiver momentarily, and then the Apaches strip it. I think DeArve Brown, the free safety, made the play on the wide receiver. Again, they don't catch the ball very well. That was a pass to Nathaniel Leon, and I thought he had it at the 45-yard line, and the Apaches stripped it.
Yeah, and it's well played. He should have had that ball, but the Apaches got a hand in there and knocked it away.
2nd and 15 back at the 20-yard line. And so I guess the quarterback's saying, what do you want me to do? Cody Frampton threw a perfect ball. Give DeArve Brown credit for knocking it out of there. Back to pass. They flush him out. Frampton on the run. He's going to tuck it, take it upfield 25, and run out of bounds along the near side at about the 28-yard line. He'll be about 7 yards short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and call it 7 at the 28-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Looks like Hardison, the other quarterback, is back in there.
All right, Hardison is in. Hardison started the game. The freshman from Hobbs, New Mexico. Neither one has been terribly effective. 4 wide receivers set. Put a man in motion, Jackson, back to pass. Steps up, throws upfield. That ball is intercepted or not by DeArve Brown. If he's got it, that's number 6. I think he trapped it.
He's a little upset by it. Nice attempt by Brown.
On a slant upfield intended for more, that ball was well short of the mark. And DeArve Brown, looking for his 6th pick of the year, almost had it. But it'll be a punting situation for the New Mexico Military Broncos, and the Apaches will get it back. 3:34 to go in the third, and Tyler in total control right now. And what a turnaround. After losing their first 2 games, the Apaches looking at a 4-game win streak, and they have dominated this game tonight. Kick is on the way. It's a line drive kick. Bailey will let it bounce, and he'll take it at the 31-yard line, up to the 40. Bailey to the 50. Bailey to the 47-yard line. That was a gutsy play. And Justin Bailey, the Apache return man, runs it into Nimi territory at the 46-yard line.
Bailey got a good bounce, and that's a good decision to go ahead and catch that ball on that bounce and get upfield for a good return.
Now you're looking at just going ahead and completely salting this game away. You've got first down at their 46-yard line. Eli Aiken has checked in as a wide receiver. He caught a touchdown pass a couple of weeks ago in the Navarro game. Devontae Jackson back in the ball game, and so is DiBiase, who checks back in. Slot left for Killen. Play action. Augie looks, throws deep down the near sideline, and that ball is knocked away for Davion Curtis at about the 20-yard line. Pretty good coverage by the cornerback. Curtis, who is a sure-handed University of Texas transfer, had almost run out of real estate along the near sideline anyway, and so it'll be a second down.
Michael O'Day, pretty good coverage, but that ball is a little underthrown. Curtis had a step on the defensive back, but the ball didn't get there.
2nd and 10 at the 46. Pretty good throw by Augie. 3 receivers, and Killen lined up right this time. Hand the ball off, and Kevin Thompson puts the ball on the ground, and they recover it. Kevin Thompson from Brownsboro off right tackle, and that's Tyler's first turnover. And the ball jarred loose, and they recover at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it's the one thing you don't want to do with the Apaches just trying to put this game away. You don't want to turn it over.
Yeah, Kevin Thompson will come over and talk to Coach Palmer along the near sideline. And that's all you're asking these running backs to do at this point is not to fumble with 3:08 to go in the third quarter. And they take over at the 46. Tight end lined up left, 3 receivers and a running back. Hardison hands the ball, keeps it himself, and he'll get nothing. He is nailed at the line of scrimmage by the Apaches and playing a really nice game tonight. Marquise Conchola, a 6'3", 260-pound freshman from College Station High School, state champion a year ago. And that's his second play of the night. He had the pick that set up TJC's second touchdown. So a nice game for that young man. It's 2nd down and 11. They lose a yard back to the 45-yard line. Hardison, 3 receivers near side, straight drop, throws the middle screen. That ball is caught by Campbell to midfield, running near side. He's going to be close to a first down and takes a big hit at the end of that play from the TJC defensive back along the near sideline. Might be enough for a first down, but Jack Hook, a big freshman from Houston, puts the hit that time on Campbell, but that is a first down.
Yeah, the Apache linebackers lost him just long enough for him to get free and upfield for the first down.
First down on the near hash at the Tyler 44-yard line, down to 2:10 left to go here in the third quarter. 31-0, the Apaches lead. Trying to salt this game away if they haven't already done so. 3 receivers wide left this time. And Hardison looking. Has time. Now he's hit as he throws downfield, and that ball's caught at the 26-yard line. Nice throw. Far side. Coming back to the football that time, the wide receiver makes a nice play along that far sideline. That's Marlon Dorsey, and that's a first down.
Out route. That is a good pass by the quarterback and a nice catch.
Got a little zip on the ball that time, so a little life left in the Broncos here. They've got a long bus ride home tonight. 3 receivers split right, man in motion, and the handoff in a pretty nice hole by Poulard that time down to the 20-yard line. And picks up about 6 on that play. We're at 1:30 left to play in the third quarter. And the Broncos have advanced the ball to the Tyler 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4.
They are moving the football, but they are burning some clock as well.
Poulard in the backfield. They send 3 receivers near side, which is the wide side toward the Tyler bench, and 1 to the left. Apaches look like they're going to blitz, and here they come. Everybody's coming. He dumps it out to Poulard, and this is going to be a touchdown. Poulard gets it to the 5, and he gets in. He read the hot route and beat the Tyler blitz. Touchdown to Poulard from 20 yards.
Well, that's a nice touch pass as well by Hardison, the quarterback. And once Poulard got by, again, the Apache linebacker, it's an easy pitch and catch for the score.
So the Broncos get a score back, 31-6. Didn't have to be that way. The Thompson fumble gave him a first down and gave him the ball back. Tyler trying to burn some clock, and they get the extra point to go as well. And with 1:04 to go in the third, Tyler now leads at 31-7 on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
All right, pop quiz. What's better? The sound of a Burger King Whopper patty sizzling on a flame grill? Or the fact that right now you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? The answer is A and B. Both are better. Get to Burger King today for the 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Always flame grilled and made with 100% beef. Always prepared to order with freshly chopped onions and tomatoes. The 2 for $6 Whopper deal. Only at Burger King. For a limited time, participation varies. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
92.1 FM, the Team.
Nemi recovers a Tyler fumble, and they punch it in on a 20-yard pass to Kendarius Poulard, and it's a 31-7 Apache lead with 1:04 to go in the third.
5 plays, 54 yards, 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the scoring drive. Once again, the Apaches just don't want to turn the ball over and give them the Broncos opportunity.
All right, so they're about to kick off. Make sure they don't try an onside kick here. The Apaches have their hands team out there, I think, kind of anticipating that possibility, don't you think?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I believe so. And it's a 31-7 ball game. And the ball's teed up, and Tyson will kick it away. And he's going to kick it deep, and this ball's returnable. It'll be fair caught by Cameron High at the 11-yard line. And again, the way things work now, you can fair catch the ball even in the field of play and bring it back to the 25-yard line. That's the rule now. You're trying to, again, as they continue to try to take some of the collisions out of the game, fair catches are now eligible even in the field of play on kickoffs. And you can get the touchback. And so teams are doing that. I've not seen it a ton this year, but I've seen it some. And Cameron High took no chances that time. He stays in the game. He's a wide receiver, a starter for the Apaches. And they keep send Kevin Thompson back out there. He's the guy who fumbled. And they'll hand the ball off to him, too, give him an opportunity to run it right, and he'll take it upfield for about 3 yards out to the 28-yard line. You can bet he's been told, don't let him strip it again. And it's a gain of 3, second down. We're under a minute to go in the third quarter, 31-7 Apaches.
Yeah, just hold on to the ball and work some clock, and if you have to punt it, but certainly don't turn it over.
Again, the Apaches kind of watching the clock here. I don't know if they'll run it all the way down, but it's a 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line. But love to see him punch one more in here to kind of make absolutely sure they put the final nail in the coffin here as we start the fourth quarter momentarily. Hand it to Thompson. He gets outside, and he's got a first down. Thompson upfield near the 40-yard line. Hard running Brownsboro Bear Kevin Thompson.
Yeah, that's a nice run. He's got to ramp that ball up a little bit better than that, but it is an Apache first down.
Got a chance to score 2 touchdowns and get 128 yards rushing against A&T last week. And the third quarter is going to end with the Apaches leading it 31-7. I think they're going to let the third quarter wind down to 3-2-1. The third quarter ends here at Rose Stadium. Tyler 31, New Mexico Military 7, 92.1 FM the Team.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank here in Tyler. Have you ever wondered where to start when getting ready to purchase that new home or commercial property? Or how to refinance an existing home or business loan? At Citizens First Bank, we specialize in dealing with people like you, helping to simplify the loan process. We will work with you to find the loan product that best fits your personal or business needs and follow it through to a prompt closing. Give us a call first at Citizens First, 581-1900, and come see what it's like to bank with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we always service the loans we make.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Fourth quarter, Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. Bill Coates and Kevin Simon with you. Tyler leads New Mexico Military 31-7. The Apaches trying to get to 3-1 in the league, stay in first place. They've got another 15 minutes to burn. They've got the ball first down at their own 39-yard line. On homecoming night, Thompson stays in, handed to him, going right, running tough. Thompson to midfield. Thompson to the 46-yard line. Picked up 15 more. Kevin Thompson, after fumbling on that last possession, rumbles 3 straight times, and it's an Apache first down.
Well, he's running hard right off the right tackle. But give the offensive line credit as well. They're doing a good job.
All right, so the Apaches playing keep away here to start the fourth quarter with the clock running up 31-7. Broncos have a 9-hour bus ride tonight to get back home to Roswell, New Mexico. Slot left, 2 receivers, make that 3. 2 of them split wide near side toward the Apache sideline. Killen's the tight end, and they keep Thompson in the game, and DiBiase's going to hand it to him, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and drop for no gain that time. Well played that time by a linebacker. Number 43 is a kid named Tanji Langi. How about that?
Okay. It's a good tackle, whatever his name is.
His name is Tanji Langi. He's from Jordan, Utah. Anyway, and then there was a penalty. What was the penalty about? I didn't see the flag. It's against New Mexico Military. Another 15-yard penalty. That's another personal foul. That's the 4th of the night, and I didn't even see it. Nor did I see the flag.
Yeah, never saw the flag. The Apaches will take it.
A dead ball personal foul penalty, and takes it to the 32-yard line. Wow. Tyler first down. So not only have the Apaches really dominated the line of scrimmage tonight, for the most part, New Mexico has hurt itself with penalties all night long. And that's a big one. It takes a first down, Tyler, at the 32-yard line, and they'll keep it on the ground. They're going to hand it to Thompson. He's got a big hole. Thompson inside the 25. Thompson has maybe a first down near the 22, maybe the 21. Depending on where they spot the football, that could be another Apache first down. And it looks like it will be. So they just play it. They just keep pounding the ball, and Kevin Thompson's getting all the action on this drive.
And you got to like the fact that Thompson doesn't seem to be bothered by the fact that he fumbled the football. He's still running hard, and that's another good run.
Comes out of the game, maybe a little winded. They're going to bring Cavante Jackson in, get some pats on the shoulder from his teammates, saying, way to come back from that fumble. And he really has run well on this drive, but now it's Jackson's turn. First down at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10. Fourth quarter. Keep it on the ground, and Jackson looking to get outside, does. Jackson to the 15, Jackson. At around the 15-yard line, picks up about 7, depending on where they mark him. I think they're going to mark him at the 13. That's a pickup of 9 yards. Very close to a first down. Cavante Jackson with the carry.
That's an easy run by Jackson, and nifty footwork as well to dance to the sideline and upfield.
We've not seen Shannon Bonds or Willie Phillips in this game tonight. It'll be a second down and short at the 13-yard line. Tyler up 31-7 with 12:50 to go. And that clock is really ticking down. Deion Collins, the 5'7" freshman from Austin, is in the game. He lines up as a wide receiver near side. Killen's in as the H-back. Keep it on the ground. Hand off to Jackson. Jackson to the 10. First down and goal. Jackson down to the 7. Before he is tackled along the near sideline, there's a penalty flag down. Holding against Tyler.
Yep. You'll hate to see that, especially on a second. It looks like it might be a second and short.
It is holding against Tyler, though.
It is holding against Tyler. I hate to see that again on second
There's
and
an
short.
Apache down. I think it may be cramping up here. as they get Camonte Jackson off the field. That does not appear to be serious. I think, again, cramping up. He's up and walking fine, limping a little bit, but I think that was the problem. They're going to mark that thing back at the, 24-yard line? 23. All right, so they'll take it back basically to near the original line of scrimmage. So they'll make it second down and about 10.5 at the 23-yard line. DiBiase, two receivers split wide to the left toward the wide side of the field, and a receiver to the right and a bootleg. DiBiase on the rollout, throws it downfield, ball caught, killing down to the 11-yard line, and got hit right in the mouth. But he has a first down, and that's all that matters. Bootleg rollout and a pass to the tight end, Ron Killen, his second reception of the year, and that's a Tyler first down at the 10-yard line.
Well, that's good design on the play. Now, he got blasted at the end of it. He had two lead blockers in front of him. He didn't really use them as well as he needed to, but they still get the first down.
And so the Apaches have the first and goal with the nose of the football, the bow at the 10-yard line, and TJC trying to add another one with 11:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Killen stays in. Thompson back in the game. Handed to him, and this time he's in some trouble back at the 15-yard line. He'll go down. Well played on the edge that time by Keeson Bennett. And so the ball is back at the 15-yard line. And marking at the 13. So it'll be a second down and goal at the 13-yard line.
Apaches still working on the clock, continue to pound the football. That's what matters.
Clock ticking down, 11:15 left to go, and the Apaches with the ball. Up 31-7. Love to punch one more in here for sure. Camonte Jackson, they bootleg it, rolling out, and DiBiase's going to keep it down to the 5-yard line, and DiBiase hit at the 5, and that's going to make it a third down and goal inside the 5-yard line or right around the 5-yard line for Augie DiBiase.
It's a good run by the quarterback. Once again, a good decision to just get upfield and get what he could on the play.
DiBiase runs that bootleg very well, and he's a big kid and hard to tackle. And so it'll be third and goal Apaches at the New Mexico Military 5-yard line. We're at 10.5 minutes left to go in the game. Tyler controlling the ball and the clock. Trying to add the exclamation mark to this game. 31-7, third and goal at the 5. Far hash. Fake the handoff. DiBiase to the 2 to the 1. DiBiase dives. Does he have it? He dove for the goal line. Touchdown, Apaches. Great fake that time to Jackson, and DiBiase punches it in, and there's another penalty flag down. Tyler's touchdown will stand. There is another dead ball foul, I think, against somebody, but I don't think it's going to affect the touchdown.
Yeah, I think the touchdown will stand, but that play actually looked like a busted play and a late decision by DiBiase to get upfield. Whatever it was, it worked, and he was able to punt it in.
Well, the Apaches send the kicking team out, and nothing up on the scoreboard yet. It's a personal foul against the Apaches, and that's a dead ball personal foul. The touchdown stands. So it's 37-7. But again, that happened after the touchdown. So the penalty will come, I guess, on the kickoff.
Yeah.
Tyler will have to kick off from the 20-yard line. At this point, it might not matter. And the Blake Patterson extra point gives the Apaches a 38-7 lead. 10-14 to go. Tyler 38. New Mexico Military 7 on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
Wherever you see wood on your home, Bullard Siding can help you save money and make your home last longer.
The eaves, the overhangs, the sidewalls, the gables, any place you see paint or wood.
That's Clay Chambliss, owner of Bullard Siding.
The benefits of siding are pretty amazing. You don't have to fool with it anymore. Once you put it up, you're pretty well finished. It's going to eliminate the need for the painting or reduce any potential wood rot. If it's properly installed, the rain will never get to it.
Vinyl siding products for the exterior of your home have the look and feel of wood.
Vinyl siding is not just vinyl siding. Now, you've got a lot of different cedar shakes. You have stone appearing products that are surrealistic. The cedar, you can put your hand on and think you're going to get a splinter. It's that realistic. Lifetime warranties, as far as the weatherability, is just tremendous compared to paint.
Let Bullard Siding be your home improvement resource. Bullard Siding. More than 70 years serving Tyler and East Texas. Online at bullardsiding.com. Bullard Siding.
92.1 FM, The Team.
On a 3rd and goal at the 5-yard line, quarterback Augie DiBiase, the freshman from Ponte Vedra, Florida, runs it in. And the Apaches lead 38-7.
11 plays, 75 yards, and the key here is the 5 minutes and 40 seconds that it took on that scoring drive.
So DiBiase and Crawford both getting into the act tonight. They both had their moments where they have played well. And the Apaches grind did exactly what, as Kevin said, what they wanted to do, and that's burn clock, nearly 6 minutes worth. And with 10:14 to go in the game, the Apaches have a commanding 38-7 lead. The penalty after the touchdown assessed on the kickoff. The Apaches will be kicking off from the 20-yard line. And in 2 weeks from tonight, a very difficult road test at Miami, Oklahoma against NEO. We're beating Navarra 10-9 tonight. NEO is now 2-1 in league play. Tyler will be 3-1. Trinity Valley will be 3-1. Kickoff is away. Patterson has a big leg. This one's returnable. Taken at the 18-yard line by Campbell. He's going to fake the reverse. Will bring it upfield. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, out to the 43, 4, 5-yard line. Finally, they put him on the ground. Jack Root and others get him on the ground right at midfield. That was a good return. And there's a Apache down on the play. Got caught up in the pile. And one of the tighter players is hurt. Again, that's one of the things about a kickoff play. You can get people hurt. And a hard runner like Campbell, with bodies flying everywhere, you're amazed that it doesn't happen more often. While they're attending to him, we'll take a break. 10:03 to go, fourth quarter. Tyler up 38-7, back in 30 seconds. 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Apache Alaric Frederick runs off the field under his own power, shaken up on the play, though. And Nimi has the ball right at midfield with 10:03 left to play in the game. 38-7 Apaches. Their only score coming after recovering a Tyler fumble. They drove it downfield. Apache defense has made big plays all night long, trying to complete their work here with the ball at the 50-yard line. 10 minutes left in the ball game, and Hardison looking to throw. Wants to throw a screen pass and does. Caught. Tyler misses a tackle. This is going to be a run inside the 45 down to about the 42-yard line, short of the first down. Chandler Ferguson and others in on the tackle on a pass to Quantavious Moore. Wide receiver tunnel screen that nets him 8 yards, and again some anger bottled up and all of that. A lot of hitting going on down there.
Now, K.J. Turner missed the tackle there. He's got to wrap up. I think that's the second time tonight he had an opportunity that he whiffed on.
Second down and 2 at the 42-yard line. In motion, Jackson. Hardison throws downfield. The slant is dropped again by a wide receiver. They've had several drops tonight right at the 30-yard line. This time it was Moore again. He dropped that one. Pass at about his knees, but very catchable, I thought. It'll be second down.
That's a good pass.
Third down.
Yeah, Hardison put it right where he needed to. That's a catchable ball.
So 3rd and 2 at the Apache 42-yard line. And the Apaches on a 3rd and 2, they will blitz. Hardison hit as he throws the fade down the far sideline, and that ball is knocked away incomplete, and they'll throw a flag on the Apaches. So on Jermaine Breeley, and they keep going at Jermaine, our number 81, Quantavious Moore. And Breeley never got his head turned around as the play is called against the Apache cornerback.
Yeah, it actually initially had pretty good coverage. I think he was a little late getting his head around. He was in good positions. He's got to get his head around earlier.
So the 15-yard walk-off will take the ball to the Tyler 27-yard line. And Hardison Going right to left here in the fourth quarter. A 3-receiver, make that a 4-wide receiver set, tight end lined up tight. And looking to throw the deep ball downfield. He's got a man wide open, and that is a touchdown. That's a 27-yard touchdown pass to Clarence Williams.
Well, on a deep post route. Apache fell asleep at the wheel on that one. He was wide open. That's an easy pass for Hardison to make for the score.
So a 27-yard pass to Clarence Williams makes it a 38-13 ball game. And one of the Apaches, what in the world is over on that side of the field? And it was K.J. Turner jawing nose to nose, it looked like, with their bench. And some of his teammates run over and to make sure that it goes no further than that. But that's what I was seeing, and I looked up.
Yeah, and they're going to get him out of there. You can't do that. I mean, you especially get caught up on the sideline of the opponent. Nothing good can come from that.
Roland Tyson looking to add the extra point. This game is pretty much in the bag. Just keep your cool. The extra point is good, and with 9:10 to go.
And this is on the Apaches again.
And another, they're still pushing and shoving.
A crazy play by Chandler Ferguson, who yanked the defender down to the ground.
So they're going to penalize that on the kickoff. It's 38-14. The Apaches still lead. Personal foul on Tyler. We'll take a 1-minute break on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration and made it a reality. You've worked hard and been smart with your money. Wherever you want to go, TJC can get you there. At just a third the cost of other schools and over 120 degrees and certificates, TJC is your best path forward.
Your search for a home loan should start and end with Guild Mortgage, the Holyfield Group. Tom Holyfield has served East Texans and their mortgage needs for over 20 years. Guild Mortgage is located at 1300 Hollybrook Drive in Longview, Texas, 75605, and 6775 Old Jacksonville Highway, Suite 2 in Tyler, Texas, 75703. They're on the web at tomholyfield.com. Equal housing lender. Company NMLS number 3274. Tom Holyfield, NMLS number 210861.
92.1 FM, the Team.
9:10 left to play. Tyler leads at 38-14. That was a 27-yard touchdown pass to Clarence Williams, and the Apaches kind of huddled up down there with their coaches right now because for the moment it looks like they kind of let their anger, at least a couple of the players have let anger take over, and I'm not sure why in a game that you're leading by this kind of a score.
Yeah, leading big, and you're doing, making silly plays at the end of plays and getting big penalties, so I'm not sure what that's all about. That's a scoring drive. That's 3 plays, 50 yards, 57 seconds. Williams had the touchdown reception.
Nemi will kick off the 50-yard line again. You've got to believe, and the Apaches believe, because they've sent all players who handle the ball out there for this kickoff expecting an onside kick, I think.
As they should.
In fact, they don't even have any linemen, any deep guys back. As Nemi will huddle up over there, and then they will line up for the kickoff at the 50-yard line. Tyler does not have anybody back deep on this kickoff. They fully expect an onside kick here.
You got to drop a guy back if you don't want that ball to sit back there. High's going to drop back a little bit.
Yeah, Cameron High will retreat. But 10 of them are up close, and Cameron High standing at the 10-yard line, so they expect an onside kick or a squib kick, and the ball's teed up, and Tyson, let's see what he does. Tyson will approach the ball, and he will pop it up, and it's into no man's land. It'll bounce at the 10. Tyler will take it and cover it at about the 9-yard line. He didn't onside kick it. He basically pooched it down the sideline. It took a nice bounce for Demius Jimerson, who downs it at the 9-yard line. With 9:08 to go. Again, the Apaches need another one of those 5-minute drives, even if they don't score any points.
Right.
Just play keep away for a while. Put this game away and go to the fair.
That's what it's all about.
Before they close at midnight. Right. Don't they close at midnight? I'm not even sure. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you could end the game by maybe 10 o'clock and go to the fair, right? You still have an hour or two to ride the rides.
Just don't turn it over.
Just don't turn it over. Play keep away. All right, let's see what they do. And it's DiBiase on the ground. Handoff coming this way. 2 yards. Have to check, see who the ball carrier was. It's going to be either Jackson or Thompson. I'm guessing it's Jackson out to the 11 for a pickup at 2 yards. Nimi has all 3 of their timeouts left. And again, what they need, obviously, is a turnover. So what the Apaches don't need is a turnover. Kevon Thompson is in the ball game. And Jackson is out. Thompson has the fumble, but he's also run really well on that last series. And he was a wild bull running upfield. And he's in right now. DiBiase out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Thompson looking to go left. Thompson's upfield. Thompson hit at the 15-yard line and still dragging tacklers. A first down at the 20-yard line. How about that? Thompson was stopped about 4 yards short, but he wouldn't go down. They almost had to grab his face mask to get him on the ground. That's a Tyler first down. That's exactly what you're looking for.
I thought he had grabbed his face mask, but that's a nice, tough run. Again, he's been running hard, not allowing that fumble to affect him.
Well, let's give credit to that offensive line. They started tonight with Price, Collins, Bell, Jordan, and Wilkins. We've seen Castillo a lot tonight. And this Tyler offensive line has imposed its will, I think, for much of the night. On New Mexico Military, it's a first down and 10 at the 20-yard line. 3 receivers set. Keep it on the ground to Thompson. Cut back left. Stiff arm, 25. Stiff arm again, 28. Up to the 30-yard line, out of bounds at the 32. Thank you very much. 2 stiff arms, and 12 yards later, that is another Apache first down. The only thing he did wrong was go out of bounds.
Yeah, cutback, good cutback backside, and he will move the chains. Again, he continues to run hard.
Or he didn't. The clock's still running. 7:29. We're half a quarter from the end of this game, and Tyler up 38-14. Looking to make it 4 in a row and go to 3-1 in league play after a very slow start. A loss to Kilgore on opening night in Lindale, a 38-31 loss here to Blinn. But you could see it maybe coming together in that game. Then the win at Trinity Valley, and the Apaches haven't lost since. Handoff Thompson coming right. Gets blocking, 40-yard line, lowers his shoulder, runs over a linebacker, and picks up 21 yards and another first down to the 45-yard line. Up there's a penalty flag down.
That's another tough run. It should be a holding call. It'll come back, but oh, what a nice job of running the ball.
This is a flag-happy crew. They have certainly been throwing a lot of laundry tonight. I guess they feel like there's a reason Thompson was able to pick up that big game. And so back it'll come with 6:59 to go.
Coach Farmer will be happy to get the win, but he can't be happy.
Too many penalties.
Yeah, down the stretch here with the personal foul penalties and they can tack on another holding call.
Coaches always look for something.
Always something.
And that'll be something they'll be working on this week. They'll have time to hopefully get some players healed up and get some bruises healed before what should be a bruising game in Miami, Oklahoma in 2 weeks. All right, so that'll make it a 1st and 20 for the Apaches. 6:40 to go in the game. Commanding 38-14 lead for the Apaches. Snap. Handoff Thompson. Make that Jackson for 2, maybe 2, depending on how much credit they give him. They're going to spot him. I don't know. Nope, really not. Got nothing. 2nd down. I'm trying to give him more credit than he deserved that time.
That's okay.
2nd and 20. We're down to 6:15 to go on the play clock's at 22, and Apache Alex Castilla, one of the big tackles, limps off the field. Xavier Guy, freshman from Monroe, Louisiana, is in the game. And on 2nd and 20, ball at the 21-yard line. Jackson, the running back. The wide receivers are just blockers right now. They're going to keep it on the ground to Jackson. They know he's coming. They thought they had him on the ground. They didn't. Jackson stays on his feet. 30, 35. How about this run? 40, 45 midfield, down the near sideline. Out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. How about that run? He bounced off a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and his knee never hit the ground. They gave up. He didn't. And he runs it all the way to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Apaches, 39-yard line of New Mexico Military.
Yeah, it's a great run with the spin move and not getting down or going down. And well, you got some great downfield blocking as well by his receivers.
That's a 40-yard run, of which about 39 of it strictly on second effort after being hit at the line of scrimmage. Wow. Great effort play that time by Cavante Jackson, who is becoming a go-to guy for the Apaches. This time it's Thompson. Thompson's going to be hit and dropped at the 40-yard line. Well played on the edge that time by Tonji Langi, the freshman from Utah. Lost a yard, 2nd and 11. Under 5 minutes left to go in the game. Kevin will be heading down here in a few minutes and talk to Coach Palmer, maybe a player. We'll see how that all works out. But the Apaches get a big conference win and please a homecoming crowd tonight. Had a good crowd here tonight,
really
by the way.
Great crowd, yeah.
Had a great halftime show. The Bells and the band of the Bells put on a heck of a halftime performance. So all around, it's been a good night for Tyler Junior College. From the 40-yard line, 2nd and 11. Going left to right, hand the ball off, and this is, once again, a 2-yard gain, maybe 3 off right tackle by Devon Thompson. Apaches have no intention of throwing the football.
No, and they're doing the right thing, obviously. The best run game in the conference, and they're using it right now.
And Nimi just kind of, I think they know what's coming, and it's still not working. 3rd and 9. Hard playing group, but they really don't have, I guess their problem, they don't have a lot of playmakers on offense.
They simply don't have enough offense.
3rd down and 9 at the 38-yard line. Bootleg, roll out DiBiase. He's going to throw it downfield. Bailey, make that Kaner 25-20. Kaner to the 15-yard line, and that's the first pass they've thrown, I think, in the 4th quarter. No, take that back. On that last drive, they had the same pass, different side of the field, on a 3rd down and long to the tight end, Ron Killen. They did that time to Jacob Kaner. That's a first down inside the 15-yard line.
A play-action pass set up by the Apaches' ability to run the football, and he was wide open. It's an easy flow for the first down.
Yeah, so the bootleg rollout by DiBiase. Last drive, it was one to Killen, and then on this drive, it was a 3rd down pass to Jacob Kaner. First down, Apaches at the 14-yard line. Far hash, man goes in motion, now sets up to the right of the quarterback, and a flag flies again.
Yeah, don't need that.
These guys are going to get their money's worth before they go to the restaurant tonight. Another illegal motion against the Tyler Junior College Apaches. Pay him by the flag.
That's what it looks like.
And so that'll cost Tyler 5 yards.
Tonight, the Apaches are doing a good job of running the clock.
That's what you call by the book, isn't it? A 24-point game with 3 minutes to go, but let's keep throwing them flags.
Keep tossing them.
Yeah.
Got them, why not use them?
Yeah, under 3 minutes left to play. Yeah, you got it, use it. Snap, handoff, Jackson. Jackson at the 15-yard line, hit 13 out of bounds around the 12. Far sideline. And another flag, still fighting.
Yeah, still fighting. And again, Coach Palmer, and I'm not sure who this is on, maybe it's again.
It's an Apache on completely the other side of the field, away from play.
Yeah,
an Apache wide receiver and a Nimi defensive back.
Right.
And that's going to be against who? Everybody, I guess, right?
2 fouls on the
Just
play.
a general bad attitude. This is against the Apaches, and they're both against the Apaches. So the unsportsmanlike is the one they're going to take. And that's on TJC, and I'm not sure why in the world
just a silly play.
Sam Hodges would do that, but he's going to come to the sidelines and
you're just trying to put the game away.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah, he's just trying to put the game away.
I mean, that's just not smart. In fact, that's just dumb.
Yeah, just say it. Call it like it is.
Yeah, look at the scoreboard. I mean, all you got to say if the guy's talking noise to you is just point to the scoreboard. I mean, that's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything else. Just laugh at him and point to the board. Robert E. Lee has a tight end named Noah Springer who got a knack player a couple of weeks ago, got him thrown out, swinging, throwing punches, and he laughed at him as he was leaving. Yeah. Thank you, see you, bye. 2.5 minutes to go. It's a 1st and long, and the handoff to Kevin Thompson at the 37-yard line. He loses yardage. We're down to 2:22 left to go. Kevin, you might as well head down to the field. And we'll talk to Coach Palmer after the game. No need to stick around up here. And with a 2nd down and a bunch, Tyler has a 2nd and 32 at the 37-yard line. After multiple penalties on this, after getting the ball to the 14-yard line. But again, the Apaches are going to go to 4-2 and 3-1 in the conference, and they are on a roll right now. Out of the shotgun, DiBiase's going to hand the ball to Thompson. Thompson just keep it in the field. The Mini Broncos stack him up. Whistles blow. It'll be a third down. We're down to 1:38 left. It'll be 3rd and 32. The Apaches don't care. As Tyler will enjoy this extra time to rest up and get ready for a big game at NEO. 4 in a row for Tyler Junior College. And I thought a very impressive night by and large for their defense. Tyler's running game has come around. And little by little each week when it matters, the Apaches have continued to improve, and that's what coaches always want. Just get better as the season goes on. Play your best football at the end. 1:04 left to go. TJC will snap it on 3rd and long. DiBiase on the rollout. DiBiase's going to keep it. DiBiase will slide at the 31-yard line instead of going out of bounds. That's a smart play. Got 7 yards, not nearly enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down for the Apaches, and they won't kick it. There's no need to. They'll let the play clock wind down to 30, from 30, and there'll only be about 10 seconds left on 4th down when they snap the football. And they might even take a penalty here or take their timeout when the play clock gets down to 1. But it is a situation where the Apaches are going to be able to sit down, kneel on the football, and get this win. Play clock down to 6, 19 on the game clock. TJC is going to enjoy homecoming tonight. And with the clock down to 1, the Apaches call a timeout. TJC takes a timeout. We'll take a break with them. They lead it 38-14 back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM The Team.
Since 1977, animal lovers have been getting the best help for their pets and livestock from Dr. Mike Williams and Marcus Alexander at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic. Get your pet preventative care like heartworm treatment and annual rabies vaccinations. Call 595-3631 for an appointment. You can call for emergencies or mobile ranch service too at North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, Highway 271 in the Loop in Tyler. 595-3631. North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, proud sponsors of today's game.
92.1 FM, The Team.
13 seconds left here at Rose Stadium. It's Tyler 38, New Mexico Military 14. 4th down and long. The Apaches will take a knee, and that will do it. Nemi still has 3 timeouts left, but there's no need for them to call one. I would not think so. So I'm looking for the Apaches to take a knee, and this game will be over. And as DiBiase comes out on a 4th and long, the Apaches again will take one final snap, and that might well be the end of the game. Snap the football. He'll fake the handoff, and he's rolling out, running near side, running, tackled at the 38-yard line down to 6 seconds left. And with 5 seconds left, did Nemi call a timeout?
I think it's just a turnover on downs.
Yeah, turnover on downs.
I'll stop the clock.
All right, so the Broncos will be able to run one more play. DiBiase was trying to run around long enough to burn the clock up, but couldn't quite get that done. So there's 5 seconds left, and the Broncos have a long bus ride home tonight. Offsides against the defense. That won't impact. Tyler's going to get to replay 4th down. They'll take the 5-yard penalty. They get to replay 4th down. So now they're actually going to get to run the clock out. I never saw the flag, but it was offsides against New Mexico Military. So on a 4th down and long, looks like they're going to get to replay 4th down, which means, Kevin, that they will be able to run around and run the clock out.
I think that's right this time. But yeah, again, Coach Palmer has something to say about the way they finished. But it's a good showing by the Apaches.
Well, again, get the finish, just the way the game unfolded, and the clock runs out. The 5-second runoff, 10-second runoff burns up the rest of the clock. And this game's over. And the Apaches win 38-14. We'll keep it here. And Kevin will visit momentarily with Coach Palmer, and the Apaches dominate this game. 38-14 over New Mexico Military tonight in a game that featured an early defensive stop on a 4th down, an interception at the 5-yard line to set up another touchdown. Second half, the Apaches were ground and pound and let the clock run, and they did a really good job of that tonight. Kevin, I've lost you down there.
Yeah, just hold on. He's shaking hands, talking to coaches right here. I'm about to 50. Ready, Coach?
Yeah.
All right, Coach.
All right. Okay, go ahead, Kevin.
All right, Coach. It's one thing to beat up on an AC and A&T football team last year, but this is a pretty good football team out of New Mexico. What was the key to this victory?
Well, I know one thing. There was a lot of key. Both quarterbacks played pretty good, made some mistakes. I think Jeremiah Crawford gives us another dimension. I thought our defense getting turnovers early in the ball game, the interceptions, the fumbles, that kind of has a way of letting the other team, they're at an ebb a little bit.
You're still able to run the football effectively tonight. You have the best run game in the conference. You use several different running backs. How happy, and I guess, how happy are you about your ability to run the football, and how important is it going forward to be able to run it the way you have?
Well, I'm happy enough to enjoy next week's open date.
Is everybody pretty healthy, you think?
We are. We got Shannon Vaughns coming back, and we just got approved during open week because we got to go up to NEO.
All right, main concern heading into the break, you got anything that you're really concerned about?
You know, I just like the way we've improved, and turnovers have helped us this year. You know, we got a lot of them last year, but we didn't let up. We kept playing. We made a lot of mistakes early, but still I'm really proud of the kids for earning the victory.
All right,
hey, ask him before he leaves.
He wants me to
ask him if he wants to split a moon pie this week at practice.
Bill wants to know if you want to split a moon pie at practice.
No, I'm gonna eat one by myself.
That's not nice. But you need to share.
All right, 38-14 the final. The Apaches win tonight here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. Back on the postgame show after this on 92.1 FM The Team.
You were born to lead, to stand out in a crowd. You found inspiration.